Now we know where we are.
Boy, oh boy, there's always one.
Oh, what are we doing now?
I guess we talk.
Spoilers for Excalibur 1981, Conan the Barbarian 1982, and The Princess Bride. Please enjoy.
Alright, let's do it.
I hurt my
boys.
shoulder doing that. Oh my god.
Oh my, how the fuck did
He's
you
so
achieve that?
He's so athletic.
I'm too athletic.
Oh my god. I gotta get my notes in order. I gotta get my, what did you have? What is that?
Body.
What?
What?
The shirt? Was
What
it
are
the
you talking
shirt? What
What
was
is that, a
it?
t-shirt?
Oh, I was putting my I was putting the lid.
Oh,
back
show
on
it to
my
us.
typewriter.
Show it to us again, Jacob.
Wow.
Look at that.
Oh my god.
Surfing.
What does it say on there?
Something.
What does that say? I can't remember. I've seen the shirt
Your
before.
guess is as good as mine.
I've seen
Describe
this
it.
shirt before.
It says
It's
Rugrats.
Aqua.
Rugrats.
Maybe.
Yeah, it says Rugrats. I saw Rugrats.
I see Aqua. It's got the beach.
Where do you see Rugrats in there? Anyway.
I don't know. I saw an R. I saw an R, okay.
You're right. Immediately, any word starting with R is Rugrats.
Oh my
Confirmed.
god. I'm already done with this. I'm leaving.
The podcast
I'm
came.
missing
I'm already
this
done
one.
with this.
I've already got that.
Venom. Venom.
I swear, we sing a song in every episode.
Gonna get copyright claimed.
Nah,
once
surely not.
YouTube discovers us, like the fucking Marines in One Piece, we're gonna get fucking
Yeah, we're gonna get bombed.
fucked. We're gonna get bombed.
Alright.
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 Candid intro over. Real
Every
intro
time.
begins now.
Yeah, you have to say it, Candace.
Real intro
Candid
begins
intro
now to the
over.
audience. Timestamp in description. We're gonna put candid intro over. Real introduction starting now. Welcome to the Three Angry Knights podcast. Introducing
Or Barbarian.
first the barbarian from Chimera himself, Jacob Ford.
Hello.
Next to me in this physical room that we are standing in is the Dread Pirate Roberts, Alex Gunn Kotoko.
That's me. Hello.
And with you, always the wielder of Excalibur, it's Taz. I wish I
Yeah,
had
go
Excalibur.
Woo.
Real.
Alright, so before we did our what should we call it? Our massive extravaganza episode
Shit
where we
fuck.
ranked 40 episodes. Before we did that, okay, we introduced the idea of doing an 80s high fantasy films genre. So we went off and watched 3 films forged from God.
Correct.
I chose the episode topic because I got first choice. And my choice for the film that we watched was Excalibur from 1981. We also have other people who chose films.
Yes.
On
I'll
this
go.
podcast.
I chose the classic 1987 Rob Reiner cult classic, The Princess Bride.
Cult classic.
Cult
Cold
classic.
classic.
And what did this fucking Jacob guy pick?
Yeah. What did this Jacob guy pick?
A mistake.
Yeah.
honestly, a mistake. I picked Conan the Barbarian,
Conan the Barbarian.
1982,
Yep.
starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What did this man just say?
Oh my god.
I don't know. He doesn't speak the same language as us. We all speak different languages.
Yes.
Actually, me and Alex speak medieval English, and Jacob
Yeah.
speaks Cimmerian. I don't know what a fucking Cimmerian is.
Yeah. What the fuck, Jake?
I don't know, some guy that fights snakes.
Fuck yeah. So anyway, yeah, we each get to. I humbly let everyone choose a movie. I could have
What a
just
humble guy.
said what films we were gonna watch. Nah, that's a
could've.
lie. That's a
I'm
lie.
doing
But
that.
He was very kind to us.
yeah, it was my first my episode choice, so I chose 80s high fantasy. Stay tuned to the end of the episode to hear what the next person's choice is going to be.
Ooh.
Stay tuned for that.
Ooh,
But
ooh.
yeah,
Yep.
which film would we like to talk about first?
Well, I was thinking because it's your topic. Should we start with Excalibur? But should we start with something else?
You know what? We could start with Excalibur because I feel like that's literally an Arthurian retelling, which is like
Yeah.
it's basically the origin of medieval fantasy. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good place to start.
All right. Let's
Introduce
do
it.
it. Introducing
Introduce it.
Excalibur. Directed by a guy who I don't remember, starring people whose names I forgot. But basically, this is a film from 1981 or 82?
81.
81. And it is a jam-packed retelling, or I guess adaptation, of the Arthurian legend, told in Thomas Mallory's Le Morte d'Arthur, which was like a compilation of all the French and English myths and tellings / fake historical accounts of King Arthur, who, is pretty much not real, but he was told about in all these different legends. And so this Thomas Mallory guy, about 500 years ago, compiled all those into one epic telling, which formed the basis of the modern Arthurian legend telling. And about 500 years after that, a guy made a film called Excalibur, which sought to cram about 800 pages of 500-year-old myth into a 2.5-hour film.
And it does it pretty well.
It does it fucking well.
It does it pretty well.
What's
We all agree
We
unanimously.
all agree unanimously that this
Yeah.
is the best movie we
So
watched.
5 out of
in
5. Let's go on to the next.
5
next
out of
movie.
5.
But
We don't
on
have to talk about it
on
anymore.
that topic that he had to cram that many pages into one movie, he was very close to doing a Lord of the Rings movie, and he was gonna put
Yeah.
all 3 books in one movie. It's really on theme. It's really on theme with it. He just wants to cram as much content into a 2-hour space as possible.
Some people,
Pretty
bro.
much. But it was, honestly, I think it was pulled off quite well.
So do I. I'm in agreement here.
Which
what-
I'm so, did not expect Alex,
No,
of all people.
Neither did I.
It-
Because as some
It was
some
the
background,
biggest shock of my life.
as some
Biggest shock of my
background to this, Taz first watched this film and he loved it, and he said to us, to Jacob and I, saying, "I really like this movie, but there's no way you guys will like it as much as I did." And I fully believe this man because he
Half
has some
of-
weird
Yeah.
takes on
Half
some
of that
films.
foretelling was
I'll
so
admit
Weird
that.
takes. I'm a weird person.
And just from my own perception on fantasy, and I'm not the biggest fan of fantasy films or stories, and so I was skeptical going in, and then Jacob decided to watch the movie next, and it's like he was going through war. Him watching this film, it took him 4 days to watch it. He was just
Oh,
telling me
God.
how terrible it was. And
3
so when I
cities.
started watching it, I was in the mindset of, oh, this is gonna be terrible. I'm gonna hate every second of this. And then the opening title crawl happened. It's like, oh, this is better than Conan at least so far. And then the opening scene happened. It's like, oh yeah, this is actually really sick. This is really cool. And then it just kept going. I was like, no, this was a really really good movie. It's really solid.
I know.
I don't know what the hell
roller
Jacob
coaster
was
of a
talking.
film.
But Jacob says it gets better in the second half, which I guess is true. The second half is stronger, but I think this is a really solid movie throughout.
But to defend myself on the second half thing, I watched the second half in one sitting, but the first half was 2 But-
over 3 days.
over
you
3
said.
days. But
Over
just
3 days.
just today, I got home from work and I rewatched the first half in one sitting, and I gotta say, guys, who knew that watching a movie in one sitting is a pretty good idea?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
Because
good,
it
isn't
was, I still have issues with it, which we'll get to, but it
Lies.
was substantially better than when I initially
'Cause-
watched it.
Because this man first gave this movie a 2.5, then a 4, then a 3. Now it's back to a 4.
Yeah.
He's flip
Oh my
flopping.
god.
He's
Although
a
I'll finish
traitor to
the
himself.
rewatch, and it'll have my definitive score will be at the end of this review. Is that what we call these? What we talk about, reviews?
Of
I guess
course,
they're
yes.
reviews.
Sure.
Yeah,
They're more like
discussions.
crazy
They're
man
more like fucking
ramblings.
rambles with
yeah,
no
they're
end.
just
Basically,
rambles.
basically rambling.
But at the end of this ramble/review, you'll know my score.
Yeah. The definitive review on Excalibur from 1981.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we're giving you right now.
Yeah.
Audience.
We're giving coming at you
coming
live.
at.
I've got to say though, this film really, I mean, I didn't even have the loftiest expectations for it, and I was still blown away.
Yeah, same.
I do agree. There's maybe not maybe first half, but there's definitely a first act. The first act feels like it's going at like 2 times speed compared to the rest of the film.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
I understand
because it's clear that the director, who I'm gonna get the name up,
it's the guy that directed Deliverance. I cannot remember his name.
But it's
John
clear
Borman.
that the director wasn't really like interested in telling like a lot of the backstory,
like the prologue
in
detail.
detail. Like all the stuff with Uther Pendragon and everyone else in the beginning up until when Camelot is formed.
Yep.
I think for him it's clear that it was like a side interest.
Yeah.
Like he had to cover it. But basically, for the audience at home, the film covers everything in the life of both Arthur Pendragon's father and himself in one epic tale. And the section of the film that leads up to Arthur uniting the kingdoms and basically forming Camelot and the Knights of the Round Table, basically the peak of his power, all of that is crammed into the first act. And then the rest of the film focuses on what happens after Camelot is like at its peak. It's more, so the film is kind of more interested in it's like central, I guess like climax, and the basis of the story is more around that part.
Yeah, because
but I think
well, because I was gonna say, because it does feel a bit like for each, even within the first act, there's quite a few moments where like the story climaxes, and it's like this little section of this movie could have like been its whole own fleshed out story, and which is what it felt like to me. Like the whole Uther segment, and the prologue to Arthur being born. That probably could have been a whole movie. Then like
exactly.
Then Arthur just recruiting the whole round table and like the raid on the other knights' castle. That could have been like a whole movie, and then him being accepted as their king. Like that, the way that climax is like, this is like its own little story arc within this movie.
Yeah, exactly. It could have easily been told in like 3 films.
Yeah, like
2 films, 3 films.
Story. But it's still
$11 million as well?
It's still, I know.
Crazy.
It still abridges everything very well, though. I think at least.
Yeah, I think there's a definite, there's a good focus on what is important. For me, a lot of the melodrama in the second act is the true heart of the film. Like the things happening with Lancelot and Guinevere and like Arthur's whole love triangle. To me, a lot of that stuff is like, yeah, fair enough. It kind of is very interesting. It's interesting enough to warrant much further exploration into than what the first act is basically.
Yeah, I agree. Especially
like the first act, I think there's this knowingness where it's like, you probably know that Arthur becomes king, like you kind of know all this, so we're just gonna like abridge it and make it palatable so that you have all the necessary information, and then we're going to go into the things that like we really find interesting.
And because that's really apparent, that whole mindset, when it comes to the question of like, who's going to draw the sword from the stone, and Arthur does it in like 2 seconds, and then there's like no reaction to it, and then like within 5 minutes it's all like, but who is this guy? What did he just drew the sword? Oh, well, we're gonna fight against him. It's like, all right, calm down.
I know,
calm down, guys.
They're like
you think they're gonna tease it out. You think they're gonna tease it out, and then it turns out that it's like, no, we're just gonna do this
now.
Like
looking for a
this
sword,
is where it's
and then
going.
picks that up in like, with not even thinking about it, which I thought was like, oh, okay, he's just picked up the sword now with like no fanfare, which I thought was a bit crazy, but anyway. But
there are some haters in that crowd. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Where does he get the sword?
Who is this guy?
We got Patrick Stewart though, fucking eating up the scene.
Yeah,
he's.
There are so many fucking actors.
It's such a shame.
In this movie.
Patrick Stewart just like disappears from this movie. I wanted to see more of him.
Yeah, he's not in a lot of it.
But
he's really not.
Yeah, there's a lot of like actors. Liam Neeson's in this movie. The guy from
Liam Neeson,
the guy from Belfast,
and
that other guy.
Yeah, I think the most surprising was Helen Mirren.
Yeah, I knew she was in it.
Because I didn't know she was in it. I actually didn't know. And then when I've actually not seen her in anything past like Fast and Furious 7 in 2015.
Jesus Christ.
So I've not seen her in like her younger days,
yeah.
like in her earlier career. So seeing like this young woman and going like, well, I know who that fucking person is. Who is that? And realizing it's Helen.
It's
Yeah.
the lady from Fast and Furious 7.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was
Her
like, oh my
claim-
god, it's,
Her claim to fame. It's like,
it's Jason Statham's mum in Fast and Furious 7.
Jesus Christ. And then we got the guy from Miller's Crossing. I can't remember their names. I know none of the names of the actors in this movie. So I
know
apologize,
that
audience.
the Arthur is played by Nigel
Yeah,
Terry,
I know that.
and
Yep.
the other person is something Clay.
Oh, yeah,
who
Nicholas Clay.
Both of them I
Lancelot.
thought I knew from stuff, but then I checked their filmographies and I didn't know any
Yeah,
of them.
nah.
So,
But
I don't
but
know.
the
Nicholas
but
Clay
yeah,
is
but the
Lancelot.
acting in
Nigel
but the
Terry's
acting in the
King Arthur.
movie really good, and Merlin as well. He's like he just chews up the scenery.
Oh, Merlin is just the most delightful
yeah.
performance.
I really like his dialogue. It's just so
he
fun.
leans into, like, it's just funny because it's like Merlin could be played so much more seriously.
And-
but he chooses to play it in just the most like exorbitant, just goofy ass.
Yeah,
Like, it's amazing
Like-
that was the creative choice, but I respect it.
Well, when you have one of the most like
because I imagine
powerful beings in like the universe, like in that in-world like universe, you
Yeah.
gotta make him goofy. It's like Gandalf.
because I was gonna say
like Gandalf
surely
is,
Ian McKellen took inspiration from this in his portrayal for Gandalf.
yeah.
Yeah, and it also highlights how much of, because there's definitely a bit of overlap between LOTR and Excalibur.
Yeah.
They feel like they're drawing from similar places in some
Well,
points.
I feel
if
like
that makes
Aragorn's
sense.
whole story in Lord of the Rings was it feels like very almost to me 1-to-1 with King Arthur's story. You know, it's like there's a center point of a sword. You know, like in Lord of the Rings, there's the sword that defeats Sauron, and then there's like him like discovering that he truly is like the one true king, and there's like I don't know. I feel like they're very similar. They befriend a fucking wizard.
Well, I'm sure Tolkien definitely took inspiration. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, but I'm not saying
Yeah.
that as a bad thing.
No,
But,
yeah.
No,
But yeah,
definitely.
I just
definitely
found like because I just rewatched all of Lord of the Rings for the 25th anniversary,
What a nerd.
and because I'd watched Excalibur before it, and I was like, oh, Aragon, it's looking a bit like King Arthur here. This is this is like I feel like I've watched this before. I mean, I've seen the trilogy like 6 times, but it just felt even more familiar than I don't know, normally.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you just see the inspiration behind the character.
Yeah. Merlin and Lancelot are the goats in this movie. I fucking
Bro, they're
love
the goats.
both of them. They. Here's a controversial take. I prefer those two like over Arthur in this movie. I don't know why.
And, like as characters.
As characters and portrayed, like
Damn.
I think.
Well, I think
they're. I
Well,
found
when-
myself more engaged when Merlin and Lancelot were on screen more than Arthur, but I still like come
Yeah,
to
I
grow.
understand
Yeah.
that.
I grew to like Arthur, but when I first heard his voice, like this isn't
Yeah, no.
something's
I will-
odd here. Something's odd.
I will say that Nigel Terry's performance as like young Arthur, before, when he's just a squire
Yeah.
before he's king, it's very
Yeah,
it's
it's quite
very
strange.
strange. Like I
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this guy's gonna play Arthur throughout the whole movie. Like, I like this. I don't know. But once I guess once he can play his actual age, then he's fine. Because
Yeah.
I guess he was, I guess, acting young when he was portraying a young Arthur, which I guess makes sense. But
Yeah.
I much preferred when he was a wiser man compared to
Yeah, but he
the
lost
headstrong
me.
fool.
He lost me before I could appreciate it.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
I just like
But the character arc, you gotta wait for it.
yeah, the character arc's great, but what I'm talking about is I didn't like him necessarily. I don't know, but like when I saw Lancelot or Merlin like speak some like rap shit, I was like, hell yeah, my boys are on screen. My
Our
boys,
are on screen.
Yeah.
because that was like even from my first very broken watch, like I hated Arthur a lot more, but Lancelot and Merlin
Jesus.
were just up there.
Yeah.
And then even on this like second watch, it's like they're even better. I didn't know that was
Yeah.
possible, but they were even better.
Well, I guess that makes sense. They are very good performances, and the guy that played Lancelot, Nicholas Clay, he was like a very established theater actor, so it makes sense.
The director, he pulled from stage performance because he wanted it to feel very like
Well,
theatrical.
that makes sense why Patrick Stewart was there as well. Then
Yeah, because he wanted a lot of first-time acting.
Because this film is noted for being like very like representative of like Irish actors, and like they filmed the whole film in Ireland. It's like up the Ra.
yeah.
But it was very much like a
We lost all our UK audience.
It just disappeared.
Or one of them, maybe. But we
Mate,
get an
it's
Irish
quite funny
audience.
Damn
It's
right.
quite funny because Hamnet is almost similar. The two leads in Hamnet are Irish.
Yeah, you're right.
Even
You're
though
right,
they're playing,
actually.
even though they're
Yeah.
playing
That is-
English,
that's
which
very
I watched
true.
by the way. But that's
You
for
fucking
another
watched
day.
Hamnet? Are you
But it
serious?
was good.
You
Yeah, I watched
son of a
Hamnet.
bitch.
You better
yeah.
not
I
see
watched it with
Marty's
my
a free
mother.
yet. Marty's
one?
a free.
I watched that one too.
Oh,
No, I
thank
didn't.
God.
Fucking better not have.
All that
God damn, I
shit.
gotta catch it. I gotta
Um,
catch up.
But yeah, Irish
By
supremacy.
the way, little side rant. I bought the Smashing Machine on Blu-ray. I'm gonna
Yeah,
read
of course
Yeah,
you
look
do.
at this. Look at this guy, huh?
Look at this
No,
man.
I
This
gotta-
man,
Look at
he
this
was
man.
brought to tears over the ranking, and now he's buying the movie.
I have to see.
Yeah, he
I
knows
have to
we
see.
were
No,
right.
I don't know that yet.
Does it come with like the documentary as a special feature? That'd be
No.
cool.
I don't know. I haven't had a look.
Yeah, I'm gonna
In
wait
the
for that
breakdown.
edition.
Anyway, back onto
Okay.
Excalibur.
Anyway, Excalibur.
There's something that I see. Fantasy as there are kind of only two IPs that I enjoy in fantasy. It's Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, and it's very hard. Like every other sort of fantasy movie I've seen, I can't get on board for. And so with that mindset, the fact that I am turning around on this movie in a positive light is kind of incredible, because initially I couldn't stand this movie at all. I hated the hazy look that
Really?
this film had.
Ah,
I still don't really like it.
Really?
But
Really?
yeah, I still don't.
I,
Really
I
like
I
it.
love
it.
I
It
love
looks
I love
so
how
grainy.
shiny the armor
I
is. Like
hate
it's
it.
always reflecting light.
Yeah.
I love that.
I hated
this man's
that.
this
Yeah,
man's
look,
shaking
you can
his
see
head.
it.
I hate
I
that.
love that look. I like because like they'll be in like the darkest bit of the forest, and their armor is still reflecting light. Like, that shit is so cool.
I
It's like they're a beacon.
just
Yeah, it's definitely some of the strongest like
Yeah.
visual decisions is like just how shiny
the,
everything is, and
the
then
shot
like,
of Percival when he's like he's nearly dying, and like he's finally seen the Grail, and it's like in Camelot,
Yep.
and the drawbridge has just opened for him. But it's the shot of him. The camera is in like the hallway, and you can see the drawbridge, and you can see him, and behind him the trees are like backlit, and they're all green, and everything else is just white. Oh god damn, bro! You're telling me you don't like that shit,
yeah,
Jacob?
no, I
Not really.
definitely I think the lighting and the visual direction in this film are like they emphasize the material just so
You can't-
well. Even
yeah.
just down to the fact that the armor is definitely real armor and
Definitely real.
the clank, even just like I loved the clunkiness of them obviously doing the most fake
Oh, yeah.
combat
that's-
imaginable. I thought
that's
that
like
was
that's
so
like all
charming.
across all of these movies.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
thought that, but
staple.
it was the most
Yeah.
charming in this one. Just like seeing them do the most air feint like
Oh, yeah.
hits on each other with like real
Yeah.
swords
And you can't
and real armor was just the best. I loved it. I would not have changed
know.
any of it.
tell me, Jacob, when they're riding, when Arthur and his posse are riding to like the final battle,
Oh,
and it's like
fuck
in
yeah.
slow mo, they're running through the cherry blossoms, and Fortuna is playing, is fucking,
That's
it's just
hype.
ramping up. You
No,
can't
that's
tell me
hype.
you did
That's
not
hype.
get
So
hyped.
fucking
That's
cool.
hyped.
That
But
shit is so hype.
Needle dropping that song 3 times.
Yeah, I know.
is fucking crazy. It's so
That was
good.
crazy. But I don't know. I think it's just because I've got this weird thing for the genre. But yeah, I mean,
I
Yeah, I
can't
know.
believe that.
Well,
This-
'cause-
This is like the originator of those things that you like.
Yeah, I know.
This is fucking this.
but I just prefer the like two other the two
Other
things that I
IPs.
enjoy. The two
Oh
other
my
IPs that
God,
I
can't
enjoy.
To be
believe
fair-
that. There's so much good fantasy out there, Jacob.
Yeah, I know.
It's in mounds.
This doesn't
and mounds.
this doesn't
It's in
include
abundance.
books. I really like fantasy.
Mm.
But it's
Oh,
just
really?
it's just movies. I don't know. It just like I haven't seen The Green Knight in its entirety, but
What? What do you mean?
Yeah.
That movie's great.
Yeah, no,
What's with
but
you just can't watch fantasy movies in one sitting. That's,
I can't do it. It took me 2
just
sittings to
can't
get
do it.
through
that
Conan.
movie's so. Oh, you know. Okay, well, we'll get to Conan, but that's
and,
different.
and the Princess Bride too, actually. But to be fair, I was
fuck?
moving house. I was moving houses. I started
That's no
watching it, and then I
excuse.
moved
Okay, yeah.
houses. But I started again from the
Okay,
start,
okay.
and it was good. It was good.
That
But-
movie's. We'll get to that. We'll get to
and
that.
I did start Conan again as well. But
Nah,
anyway,
you did
but
not- you did not
Excalibur.
need to do that.
Hey, I liked Conan. That's gonna be my hot take.
Oh damn, that is a hot.
That's-
Anyway,
I loved
that's
every
a
single
big
one of
that's
these
fucking
films.
crazy. Okay.
I thought Conan was great, even though it's probably anyway. We'll talk
we're
about
talking
Conan
about
later.
Excalibur now. The
Uh,
slow
what I-
mo.
what I-
Excalibur.
On the reflection thing, I did really love the green reflection on Excalibur. That was
Yeah,
cool.
every time it's like the
that
magic
was
happens.
sick.
Yeah.
And when it
But that's
broke,
part of
and
what
then
you
it came
don't like
back, I
about
was like,
the
ah!
film.
And the slow.
No, I just didn't like the shiny
Like the
armor.
slow motion of when the lady in the lake lifts it up for the first time. Oh, cinema,
Oh.
bro, cinema.
Yeah, that's
How can you
cool.
not like the
Cinema.
first half, Jacob? You're crazy. It doesn't make any sense.
I initially did it.
This man,
I like it now.
hates this movie. He hates it.
I did.
I love
I did.
this movie so much. I'm buying. There's a Blu-ray coming out, and I'm buying.
I was
like
so
$100. I don't
pleasantly
care.
surprised because I'm telling you, audience, listen. I was so certain. Oh, I'm gonna hate this movie. I'm gonna despise this. And after Conan, I was like, oh, my weekend is ruined because I'm watching 2 bad movies in a row. And then this masterpiece played, and it's like, oh, thank God I watched pure cinema today.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Because I got out of Return of the King, and Alex was like, Jacob, you're wrong. And I went, great, it's over.
Damn right.
and that is when I was like, if Alex likes this movie, I missed something. There is something special that I missed.
Not if I
Yeah.
liked it.
Not
Not if
if-
I liked it.
You got
If
hot
Alex
takes,
liked
Tess. You got
it.
hot takes.
Taz, you haven't missed, all right? All right. So it's like it was like scary for me because you hadn't missed, and I thought this was a very rare Taz miss. But I'm glad that I was like pretty much wrong. I still have, it's just not my thing. This
Yeah.
movie, but I can't deny that there are like some of the most hype moments in this movie that really do get your heart pumping.
Where's the blood flowing?
Like
Oh,
I
yeah,
love
he
all the like 1v1s. Like when Lancelot is introduced and he like has the jousting fight with Arthur. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, this is hype.
I think
Like-
that scene's really funny. Like after they've dueled and Arthur essentially cheated to like beat Lancelot. Arthur just like Arthur
Lancelot's
just
like,
so
he
he just,
heartbroken
Arthur just
by
like
it.
monologues his entire like character arc in that moment. And it's like, oh okay, he's just like a changed man now. It's like damn bro, just no external factors. It's like you're just gonna say all this and be a changed man. I can
But
respect
I
it.
love all the one, like all the
Yeah,
fights.
I really like the final
Like,
battle. How
the
it's like
last
him
fight?
against
Yeah.
his son and nephew. And how it's just like they stab each other like once within like 10 seconds and the fight's over. It's like, oh yeah, I really like
Yeah.
that. It's like it wasn't like drawn out.
And I
But
like
that's not-
how like kind of not shiny the armor is in that moment.
Sure.
Yeah, and how dull and like disgusting it gets.
Yeah,
and, like
I love
mud. Oh,
I love
it's
that.
Beautiful.
And you got like the red moon or like sun in the
Yeah, yeah.
background, and it's like, give me that dirty armor over the shiny armor.
Arthur going to Avalon. Bruh. That's good shit, bro.
Bro,
It's
it's-
good.
And actually, because like you were saying,
Ooh.
Jacob, the similarities between this and Lord of the Rings, because at the end of this, Arthur
Immensely. There's so many.
Yeah, because Arthur is taken on the ship to Avalon, which is like, bro, come rest here and like come heal
Yeah.
and like it's essentially like he's gonna stay there because he's dead.
Yeah.
And yeah,
We don't
exactly. We
know
don't
that.
know that, but
So,
We don't know that. They theorize that King
yeah,
Arthur
they
will come back one
theorize.
day
People,
when his land
they
is in
theorize, but
need.
people didn't know this shit was made up. But
King Arthur's gonna
Yeah,
come
coming
back,
back,
bro.
bro.
He's gonna
He's
come
still
back
good.
and
He's
save
still
Great
good. No
Britain.
spoilers.
because he's gonna come back and be like the eternal king or something. But anyway, when it's him,
He will,
when
bro.
it's him
It's
going
coming.
to Avalon, it's like, oh, this is like the elves and Frodo and everyone going to the land of the Undying.
Gandalf.
It's,
Gandalf.
it's like literally just the land of the Undying in Lord of the Rings. Like, you
Yeah.
can clearly see inspiration. I mean, it makes sense. Tolkien was a professor of literature, so it makes sense.
Yeah, he would
Yeah,
have. He would have.
exactly.
Like even in like George definitely. Georgie
Oh
boy
yeah,
definitely.
George
like,
knows. George knows it all. I mean, he's
Yeah.
that into history and he's that into Tolkien.
and
and he's that into Middle English, like history and stuff. There's no way he would have missed this bang.
No, I don't. Yeah, I doubt it.
Because even when they, I can't remember what's happening, but there's like a fight thing. It just reminded me a lot of like the set where they're doing the first joust in season 1, where like the mountain like cuts the horse's head off.
Wait, is it
There was-
Lancelot versus
there was-
Liam Neeson? Like outside
Yes,
Camelot?
yeah. So
Yeah, when he fights Gawain
Yeah,
or whatever.
Gawain.
I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Gawain, that's
Yeah,
how
well,
you
they
pronounce
pronounce it
it
weird
was
because
that
they're
moment
Irish,
I
but
was-
Liz,
it was that
Gawain.
moment
It's
I'm
what the
like,
Green
oh,
Knight's
this is
based
cool.
on. That's Sir
Yeah, I was
Gawain.
gonna say that's about
Gawain. Because
Gawain.
because I was thinking about that because the knights in this story, like they all die except Percival.
yeah,
And because I was wondering, like,
Percival?
okay, so when does the story of Gawain and the Green Knight come into play? Like, obviously these guys aren't real, but like, how does this? Because the way I don't want to spoil the Green
Mythology,
Knight, but like, because
Yeah, but it centers on.
it's on
Gawain.
Gawain.
well, we can
and
spoil it. We just put a warning.
I'm not fucking doing that because it centers on Gawain and like his life. So it's like, okay, I don't. Where does this play into? Anyway, it was just like
Probably just historical.
yeah,
fiction,
exactly,
Am I right?
exactly.
Historical
why.
fiction on this real life
I don't know why I
historical
was
period
thinking
that
so
happened.
hard about it. But yeah, Gawain.
Bro was
No,
scratching
that's
his
pretty
brain.
What the fuck? These events aren't lining up. But
But everything, even just the armor design, the sets, it's so wonderful. The hair,
Yeah,
hair is banging.
I
It do
love
be
like
banging.
the little like time jump thing, and you see Lancelot, and he's got his like shaggy beard and everything. I'm like, damn, he's been through some shit.
yeah, be a man.
and that makeup
he's
was
been
kind of like surprisingly good. Like it looks very minimal, but it's really, he looks
Yeah.
old.
Yeah. Like it's just like the bags under his
It's
eyes.
good.
Yeah. It's subtle shit.
One thing that surprised me in like all these films, not really the Princess Bride, 'cause it doesn't really happen in there, but the like blood effects and like gore, it's like I'm like, wow, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, well, because in all of these movies, they're like
That's
they show blood.
sick.
It's like, this is good.
It's
They
just
show
a fantasy.
breasts.
They show breasts. Yes, they
And birthings
do. And both things. You're right. They do. They
Yeah,
do both of
yeah,
those things.
and assault. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. But I love all the little like because this movie is kind of described in reviews that I've seen as like psychosexual Arthurian legend, and I really feel like that
So
fits because
sick.
if you look at the narrative focuses, it's like it's a very apparent
Yeah.
theme because like we start the movie and immediately the first conflict that arises is Uther Pendragon just really wants to have sex with Igraine's wife. Like really bad.
Yeah, like he'll commit crimes to do it. But it's like lust is very much like a theme of it because, like you say,
Yeah,
like,
it's an incredible like lust and
Yeah.
like power and how those are interchanged are like
Yeah, 'cause-
very apparent.
yeah, because Uther makes a deal with Merlin, like, let me bang this chick, bro, and then you can have whatever you want. And then
Yeah.
when Merlin takes away Arthur, Uther's like, oh, what the fuck, bro? Why'd you do that for? When like, I don't know, bro, you signed the contract. And then when Arthur like asks Merlin like, who am I gonna marry? And he says, oh, Gwendolyn. Oh, not Gwendolyn. What am I talking about? Guinevere, sorry.
Guinevere.
And then Merlin goes like, oh, but she's gonna like love somebody else. He's like, oh, whatever, bro. And then when that happens, he's really upset. Like, I don't know, man. What did you want? Like,
He told
your fate was spelled out in front of you, and you still ignored it. Which I really
But
like.
it's just funny
like
because
as an act.
It is
aspect.
funny because there's just this thing where it's like if you simp and you want like the women, you're gonna fucking pay for it. It's so funny. Uther is not trusted as a king for taking Graine's wife, and then later in the story, but even just how even like I love how Arthur he has this moment when he defeats Lancelot of like, oh bro, I cheated to win and I let my pride blind me. But he never tells
No,
Lancelot.
because he's passed out.
Yeah.
He never tells
Yeah.
Lancelot, his best friend, that he cheated to win. And to me, that is why his wife cheated.
Yeah. It's like It's like
That's how I
comic
see it.
justice.
It's like if you weren't gonna fess up and admit to Lancelot and let Lancelot make his decision based off of that, this is
Because
what
I
you
think it's
deserve,
also
bro.
really telling at the end of the movie when Arthur like finally revisits Guinevere in the castle, and when he gets back Excalibur, he's like, oh, you are my wife, and like he forgives her, and like we'll be together again, and she's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She's
It's
like,
like,
yeah,
like
sure.
he still doesn't understand that like she loves someone else, and I think but he's just like, whatever, bro. When we die, we're gonna be with each other forever. It's like, okay, bro. I think you're picking up the wrong signals.
But there is this thing of like love and like power being related, because even in that scene, it's like, you know, part of I think his renewed longing for her is the fact that she kept Excalibur safe, so she kept his power safe.
Yeah.
You know, his tool to that. Really, like Excalibur is so cool because it's a symbol of like power. It's a symbol of like, you know, domination and conquering, or not, but you know, uniting the land and all that. So I think for him, it's like he's more in love with his wife as like a sign of his power, and through that, that's shown by like her holding his sword.
Yeah.
If that tangent makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
And you know, other things like how the Lady of the Lake is the holder of Excalibur, really. Like after they pull it out of the stone, which Uther puts it in, like traditionally it's kept by the Lady of the Lake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, it goes back to her for whoever's gonna pick it up next.
Me!
Like, yeah. Oh,
Bruce gonna
Alex
go
in
there.
Europe, hoping to find a sword. Man, it would have been so cool if we
Real.
found Excalibur.
That shit would have been cool, bro. Well, I would have found it because after you threw my laptop in the water, I would have gone in the water looking for it and would have got the sword.
Yeah, that's true.
Then killed us all.
But this is no one threw a laptop in the water. That was a joke.
What
That's
a
a joke,
shame.
audience.
That's a
audience
joke.
members.
That's an
You should have
in-joke.
been there.
That's
You're
an
not gonna
in-joke. You
understand.
should have been there.
You should have been there.
Should have been there.
It's disappointing that you.
Exactly.
For sure. But yeah, this movie's so cool, man.
It's so
I
cool.
mean, I just love everything about it. I love the characters. I
Yeah.
think I realized that I was in love with this movie when we just get like a whole stretch of the film just dedicated to Percival.
Yeah.
Like, that guy's my
I really,
man.
yeah. The goat, bro.
That's like the best character in the whole film.
Percival
It's
is Sam from Lord of the Rings.
I fucking
Yeah,
love Sam! Samwise Gamgee is like he's the number one goat of all.
Yeah, but
I love that.
we're not talking about him right now.
Yeah, no, Jacob,
'cause
shut the fuck
Percival
up.
is the original
Jesus.
banger. Okay.
Yeah,
This
Percival's
bro
my goat, bro.
longed for the Holy Grail. We didn't even know if this shit existed.
Yeah, I
Arthur
know.
just name dropped it and then went into a coma.
Yeah.
And
And-
Percival hunted for years. It's just so cool. Like the
For
original
10 years.
10
God
years.
damn,
It's,
bro.
it's fucking crazy.
What a
Like, that
noble
whole-
man.
And the whole like when it like veers into just like horror and there's like skeletons dangling and
Yeah.
he dwells into Fata Morgana and Mordred's lair and all the empty suits of armor swarming.
Yeah.
God, that is so dreadful. Like,
I think it's also really cool the way because he's being hanged, and the way what's it called, like the thing on the boot that makes the jingle sound as they walk.
oh
The
shit,
stirrups.
yeah.
Stirrups?
Yeah, I know.
Is it stirrup?
No.
it's not stirrups. It's,
Fuck! I'm the Western
regardless.
guy. I can't remember.
Yeah,
what they're
that.
called.
Yeah, no. The one guy that
No,
doesn't
I think
know,
they're
but,
right.
Anyway, that I like how those like cut him loose, and it's like it's just established like, oh, these are like fraying the rope that he's attached to. I don't know. It's like a really small thing. I just really like that. It's really good, and plus that whole thing leads to his vision of
Spurs.
the Grail.
Spurs. I just
Spurs,
remembered it,
Spurs,
thank
yeah.
you.
yeah, Spurs. That's it.
I tried looking
yeah,
it up, but I couldn't remember. Okay.
But then Yeah.
Metal things on the ends of boots.
I wrote cowboy boot accessories and it linked me to a shop. It's like, no, I just want to know what the name is. And then it came to me, Spurs.
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Percival as a character is great though.
Yeah, he's pretty
Bro,
cool.
he's such a banger, bro.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
He's like he's gonna like joust Gawain with like no armor on, which is a death sentence. Like, what are you doing, bro?
What a guy.
Like, you want to?
What a guy.
I know you want to be a
He's just
knight. But like,
He's too cool, bro.
He's
He's
cool.
too cool. But you
Yeah.
know what? I love that he's like his own. He has like his own film. Yeah, like you could make a film
Yeah,
of Percival
yeah.
hunting for the Grail because it's contained within like I guess a 30 to 40, even maybe an hour like section of the film. Where it's
I
just
wouldn't.
like
I wouldn't
it's
even.
probably not that long.
I wouldn't
but
even
just
say
like
that long.
like going back to him as like the primary viewpoint for
Yeah.
that section of the film, maybe like half an hour, and he's just like constantly hunting for this thing.
Yeah, it's a really great.
There's so many films in this film. It's
I know
crazy.
it's crazy because you really like. Oh, there's so many stories happening, but it's such a good reveal when it does like the 10-year. I like the way it does transitions of time as well. I like when films
really cool.
when there aren't like title cards or anything. It's just like, oh, okay, I can tell. Like there
It's just
there has
contextual
visibly
information.
yeah, like visibly there has been passage of time, and as well when it's like not explicitly said, but when Percival like he sees that the knight like praying in the little like stone structure on the mountain, and then like he's basically a skeleton. That guy is like, oh fuck,
That's
he's like
so
they've been out here for a long time. Just
And the
really
I like
neat
the
storytelling.
transition from when he puts the sword in the stone, and then you see like everything's just overgrown. It's like, oh, a long
just,
time
like, it's
passed.
just-
I don't know, but yeah, it's like it's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
cool.
just
I like
it's just
I
so
like seeing
peaceful.
it like all overgrown, and then you can see
Yeah.
that there's like now there's like the jousting place, and they're all like fighting to see who can pick up the sword next.
Yeah,
Like imagine trying like every day for like 10 years and going, fuck, why can't I
Surely-
do it?
surely they could just like get a hammer and chisel and break away the rock.
No!
Surely.
Nah,
You
bro.
push a button and
That
lift
would
it out.
ruin the
That's okay.
symbolism. To ruin the symbolism.
You're right, it would.
And another one is like when Camelot is just like there's just a fade in of the Camelot kind of just fades into the background.
Yeah,
Like it just appears.
Yeah,
And you're just
'cause
like,
that-
like
fuck
that would
yeah.
have taken years to build.
Yeah. Well, even then, because Merlin says that he made it. So I don't even know. He probably
Oh,
just
did he?
yeah, because
Oh, shit.
when Percival first gets into the castle, he asks Merlin, he's like, "Damn, bro, you look weird. Where's the kitchen?" And Merlin's like, "I don't know, bro. You can find it. I made this place." And anyway, that's poorly.
Merlin probably did it in
abridged
like
and
5
quoted.
minutes. Because
Yeah, but Merlin probably made it in 5 minutes and then like slept for like 3 years because
Yeah,
he's a sleepy
probably.
boy.
he is.
He's sleepy. Yeah, but honestly, you could have so made like a trilogy because the first
Yeah.
part of this movie is like a classic hero's tale. Like,
Yeah.
it is the hero's tale.
Yeah.
Bro gets magical item,
To be fair,
is helped by a guy like an older mentor, and then does the story and becomes the bestest guy in the world.
the best, and he makes
know.
makes peace everywhere forever.
Yeah, makes peace
friends.
like wherever he goes,
And
peace like
enemies.
shoots out of his ass, and like he's just the bestest man. So like that's its own film.
Yeah.
Then the entire like melodrama of like the Lancelot Guinevere and how like Arthur kind of loses his manhood and loses his spark to be a king and just shits the bed. And then the last movie would be like, oh, we're gonna get the boys
The
back
Return of the
together.
King.
Yeah,
The boys are back
we're
in
gonna-
town.
We're gonna get the boys back together, boys back in town type
Kings
of
of
shit,
the
and
Wild
we're gonna
type
go
of
and
shit.
kill my
Oh,
son.
shit.
Exactly, literally Kings of the Wild. Is that plot? Very similar with some differences,
with
but
some
yeah,
Slight, small little differences.
such a dense. This movie is so dense. There's so much things in it. There are so many characters, and it never feels like it introduces characters for like no reason. And it always respects everyone. It's just so cool. It's just so well balanced. This is an 800-page combined story. Like originally, the Morte d'Arthur by Thomas Malloy is literally 800 pages.
Yeah.
And it's a seamless adaptation of it.
Really, really solid movie. I recommend it. Especially to people,
Highly recommend.
especially to people who don't really care for fantasy, like Jacob was saying, because even I'm kind of that same opinion, but I really like this movie, and so it draws you in. Everything about it,
Yeah.
everything about it is really solid, and just the opening, like, come on, if that doesn't draw you in, I mean, like, come on, it's cool,
Yeah,
cool,
forged by God.
it's cool
taught by
text,
a wizard,
immediate action, and like,
bound by a
just
man.
it's cool shit, bro. Watch this movie.
It's just amazing.
What-
Everything's amazing. The
what
symbols.
in-depth-
I mean, I wrote a lot about the symbology because I just couldn't stop fucking writing about it.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
like, just everything. Oh, the Lancelot, Arthur, Guinevere love triangle. It's just fucking
Yeah.
flawless. Like, it's just if that subtle, if that like melancholy shit doesn't. That's the thing though. this movie is like an epic film about like kingdoms and that type of shit. There's knights,
Yeah.
there's kings, there's wizards, and there's a bunch of combat and stuff. And then in the middle of it, you've just got like high school drama because the main guy, his girlfriend likes another person, and like they have all these little awkward interactions, and like the acting is so good because you can tell that they have these reserved feelings towards them, towards each other, but like they don't want to bring it up because the act of doing it is like gonna, like, you know, untie a knot that's gonna just lead to destruction.
Because
it's cool.
just hinting at the fact will lead to two knights jousting with each other.
Yeah.
So like,
Exactly.
yeah,
But it's just so cool because it's like for a section of the movie, the entire plot is hinged on whether these people are gonna go ahead with their affair or not. I just love that.
And
Like, that's so
and I
funny
think
to me that that's in the middle of the film.
yeah, this King Arthur story. Yeah. But I think I also really like the way, spoiler, I mean the whole thing's spoiled, Lancelot, the way he dies, because it's like he comes into battle, saves their ass, and then when Arthur's holding him, Lancelot's like, is Guinevere alright? He's like, yeah, she's alright. And then he's just like, oh, and then dies. It's like, damn, bro. He just wanted to know that his like true love was
I'm so
alright.
glad he asked how my wife is. I'm so glad that my best friend cares my wife's
Well, because
safe.
it's like, it's so good because before, when he died previously, before Merlin saved him, it's essentially like he lost the will to live because he couldn't be with Guinevere. And he's like, oh, I have nothing to fight for, and so his body just gave out and just passed. And it's like, damn, that's some.
Who, Arthur?
No, Lancelot.
Oh,
Because
shit.
after he stabs himself, like within the dream, and then
Oh yeah.
like after like the duel with Gawain, and then because then he basically dies because he had nothing to like fight for anymore. But then Merlin brings him back. Remember? Do you remember that? You guys remember that scene?
yeah,
I'm not crazy. That happened. Remember he puts Guinevere's hand on his stab wound?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay,
that whole part,
Taz got
I
it.
do.
Thank God.
I just,
Okay.
I was so, I like in that scene, I just remember the part where he gets stabbed by his own armor. And I think that's just so cool that I forgot everything else about what happens after that.
Fair enough.
But the part where he's like fighting with himself and he's
Yeah.
groveling on the floor
Yeah.
and his own armor like kills him, you know, like his own valor.
It's like
is taking his heart away. Like
It's
literal visual symbols.
it's like in Star Wars when Luke fights himself in the forest.
Probably, yeah, it's the same shit. It's all the same. It's all the
It's everything everyone takes from fucking King Arthur. He is the
Yeah,
original. He is the original story.
Yeah, exactly. He is the story, and then everything has just been adapted from him.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't know, but anyway, I now own the Arthurian legend that I might one day read. I might not read it, but I own it because this movie's cool,
That's cool.
and I want to read shit about this story, and I want
Hell
all
yeah.
the details, and I want to know what happens to
That's-
everyone.
That's what reading. Sorry. That's what watching The Green Knight did to me. It's like it made me want to look into this story, and so I did. Watch The Green Knight, Tess. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I'll
you'd
watch it.
like it.
I probably love the grid.
I mean, Jacob hates it obviously because he couldn't finish it, but
No, I can't remember having that.
I'm
night.
sure you would really
I
like
can't
it, Tess.
remember why I stopped watching it. It wasn't because it was bad or anything. I just stopped.
Sure, buddy.
But yeah, this
Okay,
movie
anyway.
is incredible. It
Really
is
good.
so cool. If you just get like there's some clunkiness to it
There is, yeah.
in parts, but it's just always charming, and
Yeah.
it's just such a cool adaptation of this
Yeah.
work. It has
Ah.
a clear focus of what it wants to be doing, and then everything around that is still treated with respect. I feel. I mean, who knows? I might go ahead and read the original and find that I don't like this movie, but the fact that I would have read it at all is because of this film.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So this movie's cool as fuck. And
Yeah.
you know, you get to learn if you don't know anything about the Arthurian legend, this literally tells you the whole thing.
Yeah, because
It is a stellar, like, you know, retelling of it. It's just great. You'll know
Yeah.
everything after
yeah,
this,
exactly.
pretty much.
Because aside from, you know, Arthur pulling the sword out and Camelot being the castle, I basically knew nothing about the actual
Yeah, me
story.
neither.
'Cause-
And I always wanted
'cause-
to know. That's why I wanted to watch this.
Because as I was watching this movie, and Arthur says to the round table, go find the Holy Grail. That'll like bring back my life force. My brain clicked and went, oh, that's why in Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Arthur's looking for the Holy Grail. Like, oh, that's why they're spoofing on this
Yeah, it's
element of the
this.
story.
It's literally this.
Because it was the
This is
exact same moment when I was watching the recent Frankenstein, and this was before I read the book. And my only relationship with Frankenstein was young Frankenstein, and because in that spoof movie, the blind man is played by Gene Hackman, and it's all like it's all jokes and gags. But then when the blind man shows up in the actual Frankenstein movie, I'm like, oh, of course there's a blind man. That makes sense. Young Frankenstein's a spoof of this story. And the same thing happened with this movie and Monty Python. So yeah, I don't know.
It's just great. Just
Weird
read
tangent.
founding texts, read old shit.
Yeah,
you know,
it makes sense.
watch
Yeah.
stuff about old stuff. You know, just get acquainted with what the world was writing about before Interstellar came out. And before that,
I
maybe 12
agree.
Angry Men, which is the first movie that didn't use CGI.
It didn't use
Yeah,
it. I can't
really
believe you
first of
guys
its
have
kind.
made that joke more than I have on this podcast.
It's such it's a problem.
It's such a shit joke, but I love it. I'll
No,
hold
but
it near
it's
and
true,
dear.
Joe. Don't you? It's true though.
It's
Jake,
true,
isn't it?
not a
Isn't
joke.
it?
It's
Yeah.
true.
It is
It's true
honestly,
fact.
yeah, I
True.
do joke, but yeah,
That's
people
true.
have such a recency bias, and they
Oh,
only
yeah,
want to
big time.
consume stories that are here and now,
Recency
that are
bias
being
is
released here and now, or the oldest shit they'll watch is like from the 90s, and I
Yeah,
think it's important to go past that and learn to appreciate, art that is painting with a different brush, where like the way they want to convey emotions is different, but it's still just as valuable, and that's what
Yeah.
I think this movie shows that, because it's a
Well,
movie
yeah,
from the
art-
80s.
Yeah.
art is timeless. It's,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a
they're-
film from the
they're-
80s. They could have, even back then, they could have written it more naturally, but they chose to keep this dramatic sense and
Yeah.
this like overt and sappiness. Like they just let it be
Yeah,
what it was, and
And-
I just love it for that.
and I just know that because I haven't seen Guy Ritchie's what's it, the King Arthur? Is it called King Arthur? The one with the guy from
Yeah, Charlie
He
Hunnam.
did that?
yeah,
Charlie-
Guy
That
Ritchie.
newer
Mate.
one from
Yeah,
the past like 10 years.
yeah. What the heck?
Guy Ritchie.
Who
I
the
think
hell
it's just
plays?
called
Who the hell?
Arthur. Charlie Hunnam.
Who the hell? Yeah, Charlie. Yeah,
Oh,
that movie.
Hunnam's in that.
Because Jacob said he didn't like it, but I really like the glowy haze that this film has. Like, it really adds to the whole mythical aspect of it. And I
Yeah,
just
because-
know that the recent one with Guy Ritchie, that one, like, it's obviously
It
missing
was a
the
bit
element,
grey.
but yeah, but like that just adds to the whole aspect, like atmosphere of watching the film and going, yeah, this is like a mythical tale.
And
And
there's
just-
this
Yeah.
And
definite
like
sense
films
where-
don't they don't have that kind of
Yeah, I
atmosphere
love
anymore.
it. And
They
I
don't,
love
they don't
how
like dirty
I
the
love
frame up
how-
like that.
I love how by the end of the film, like a muddiness and more grounded sense starts to like invade the visual language, because Merlin's powers kind
Yeah,
of start to leave,
yeah,
and
'cause-
his presence and his symbolism as like a person of like, not a person, but a being of like the original world, of like the
Yeah.
older world. And I just love that. Again, this is about source material from 500 years ago, but there's this, I love that they've added this through line. I really love when like historical retellings or historical fiction that is literally about things that are that old have this through line of like, oh, the way that we're used to and the old way is leaving, and
Yeah.
new things are happening. Like, I just love that.
Yeah.
It's such a nuance. Like, it just like, I just love what it does to my brain.
Yeah.
It's
Like
in
things-
like
things
like
like this-
unrelated, but it's in Vinland Saga as well. Like in the Viking anime Vinland Saga,
Yeah.
which is set in the year 800 AD
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck. There's this whole through line of like, oh, we're trotting through history, and the Normans and the old Romans, like, they had their time and now they're gone and they're
Yeah.
never coming back. And it's like, you guys are literally 1300 years old.
'cause I
What the
really-
fuck are you talking
Yeah, I
about?
really like when like when stories based in the past, they take notice of their own history. Like,
Yeah,
'Cause-
and like
'cause, you know,
also
yeah, 'cause,
that
like-
also that the things that they admire about that history, or even about their past, they're slowly going from the world.
yeah, because like
'Cause that's always going to
Yeah,
be a
that's
human.
cool.
That's always, you're always going to think that,
Yeah.
no matter what time you're in.
yeah, because like like the idea of the the pyramids of Giza being ancient, even to the ancient Romans and to like Cleopatra. Like that shit's cool.
Yeah,
And when
yeah,
that's
that's
like
cool.
Cool as
when
fuck.
that's implemented into stories, like I really like that.
Yeah, and it like it takes the anxiety out of like, you know, the constant, you know, rah of like the world is gonna end and, you know, things are heading on a downturn. But in
Yeah.
reality, we're just drawing on the same feelings that people hundreds of years ago were also feeling.
Yeah.
And the anxieties have changed.
I'm sure if we survive the Black Plague, we'll be alright.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
Imagine if you lived during the Black Plague.
that'd be fun.
Side note, imagine that. You would have actually thought the world was ending.
Literally, and like
It's literal
every
punishment from God.
like 1 in 3 people you ever met is just 2 in 3 people you met is just dead. Like,
Oh my
fuck,
God.
bruh.
Fans, that's like 2 of the 3 angry men dying. Just let that sink in.
imagine?
I
Alright?
know.
2 of us
That's like
wouldn't be
Jacob.
here.
That's Jacob dying twice.
That's a
Not
horrible.
being alright. But yeah. Anyway, this movie's really good. I think we should get to rating because we've spent. I don't unless we
55
have
minutes.
more to talk about.
That's pretty good.
If anyone has lingering sentiments, bring them now in the eyes of God's justice.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I think we.
Alright.
I just.
It was
I honestly think it's worth it to watch this movie purely for the music needle drop of
Just bang it.
Fonchuna. Like that when that first played, I was like, oh yeah, this is it. I'm watching a film. Like I'm watching cinema. And it does it 2
Oh,
more
yeah.
times, and every
And
time
the
I
horses
was
are so
pumped.
cool.
Yeah, I really
The
like,
horses are fucking sick.
and like you
in
can
this
tell
movie.
they're like you know heavy horses trotting on ground. It's like
yeah.
Yeah,
this is like real. Like they're kicking up dirt.
and I
and
just
it's
loved
like-
it because in the credits as well, like there was the like horse trainers, of course, but I just loved it that there was like an armorer in the credits,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was like, yeah, he's not a fucking prop master. No, fuck that. He's an armorer, bro. He's armoring these motherfuckers up for battle. Okay, that's sick. That's
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
as shit.
But yeah.
You know, shiny as fuck armor, just polished by the
It's
gods.
so good. I really like that aspect. I don't know why Jacob doesn't like that.
It's
I
Jacob
really
doesn't like
liked how
it. I
shiny
love
it
how
was.
shiny the
I
armor.
don't
For me,
disagree
armor is not realistic if it's
with-
not shiny.
like I do like the like effect that it has like on the story and like how it does make it feel like fantastical. But it's just I don't know.
It just looks cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I just it wasn't for me. But in saying that,
Andy,
if-
what is this? What does this guy know?
That's it.
That's it. He's
I've
got
been
a sword.
I've been rage baiting Jacob
day.
all day, but I'm letting it off. I'm letting off now.
It's been killing. I've been at work like frustrated,
seething with anger.
Just see.
Like, we let this guy be. Man. He's not allowed. Your whole
Exactly.
shtick.
This is what you put me through, Jacob.
Nah, it's worth it.
Yeah. Anyway, I think let's get to rating.
5 out of 5. All right, no, it's not a 5 out of 5. I'm gonna give it a conservative 4 out of 5.
I agree. Even though this movie's super solid, it's not perfect, so I'm going to give it a really solid 4. Highly recommend.
Oh
Hell
yeah. I am going
Daniel?
to give it. If I didn't revisit this tonight, it would have been a 2. But
This
it's gonna be a
motherfucker.
3.
Come on, just give it a 5. Just
I'm gonna
give
give
it-
it a
do
3.
it.
It's a 3. A 3 out of 5. But
that 1 point holds so
but
much
look,
weight.
it's it's better than what I initially thought. And it's definitely the second best movie that we've watched today. But even then, like you'll see, 3 is like a good score for what I'm gonna.
Well, it's more
It's
than
more than
2.
2,
It's
and it's
better-
better than
exactly.
1.
It's more than halfway.
So
Exactly.
Anything more than the halfway is always
Yeah.
positive.
yeah, because
It might be a more tempered positivity, but it's
yeah,
still
because it's like
Exactly, yeah.
it's not a 4 out of 10.
Well, no, well-
it's like I mean, currently it is, but on the rewatch, it's higher than that. So yeah, I think a 3 out of 5 is accurate.
I'm just glad that you came around at least a
Yeah.
little bit because
But it's
Yeah,
you really were.
I was hating
like,
on it.
all
I was
doom and
like,
gloom.
I was
Yeah.
like, I really didn't like it. But it's like some of those things I didn't like is still there, but it's like softened, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like, the
Yeah, yeah.
blows hit less hard.
Yeah, I mean that is, but I just love that because you know what I love about that choice is that it was like, yeah, we could use prop swords, but fuck
Yeah.
that. That's stupid. We don't want to do that. We want to use real swords and real armor. Like,
That's sick, bro.
we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Fuck it. We'll make it work.
That's cool.
Like I just love that. I would have
Yeah.
loved to be next to John Borman. Yeah, I
Yeah,
seriously.
no, yeah.
I would have loved to be
I said it
next to
before,
him
but
and just
anyway.
be like, yeah, what are we gonna do now, bro? Like, what's the plan for this next thing? It's like, all right, we've got actual dudes building a catapult over there, and we're gonna rent out this real ass castle, and we're gonna have dudes stab each
Yeah.
other.
And it was, and because it's crazy
Really
as well,
sick,
because this
bro.
movie's budget was, only $11
Insane.
million, but in like 1981, that's like $4 billion now. But
That's
But
like $4
but
billion.
like for a fantasy film, that budget is not a lot because comparatively,
Nah, because you need to literally texture the whole world.
yeah, and because comparatively, Conan, which came out a year
Yeah.
later, cost $20 million, and I'm gonna say it, that movie looks like shit most of the time.
Compared to
Like
this,
it had
yeah.
like it has big sets, definitely, and like a lot of extras, but like $20 million.
Yeah, a lot of, and most of it
Conan,
looks like it's filmed,
and this
filmed
movie
in Mexico.
and this movie somehow cost half and looks double as good. Like that's crazy. That's just like what good directing. And I was gonna say good set design, but the guy who did the set design for Conan did Alien, so I don't know what the fuck happened there. But because Alien has like some of the best
Well,
set
you
design
gotta
I've ever
think
seen. But
there would have been art direct. I don't know. There would have been a whole
But-
bunch of
yeah,
creators.
also-
that were
of
course,
like,
yeah,
nah,
of
we don't
course.
want you to do that.
On that topic,
Yeah.
like, they had some banging, like, crew working on Conan because the same writer as
Fucking
Apocalypse
Oliver
Now,
Stone wrote.
Oliver Stone
Yeah.
also wrote it.
yeah, Oliver Stone co-wrote it. I guess
Crazy.
we're just transitioning to Conan, so I guess
Okay.
we're talking about Conan now.
Yeah.
But
I gotta get the intro to Conan.
But yeah.
Alex.
Oh fuck yeah, okay.
Conan the Barbarian, my sad, pitiful pick of a fucking 80s high fantasy movie.
Jesus,
Oh.
if that isn't indicative of
That
his
is so
opinions.
So Conan the Barbarian, thief, warrior, gladiator, king. God, doesn't describe anything. So like Conan is like young, and then he's something bad happens to his parents. He gets thrown into slavery, and then he's released from slavery to be a warrior, a barbarian per se, perchance. And then he gets released from there unwillingly, and then he finds love and a best friend, and he goes and kills the guy that that killed his parents.
I think,
Boom!
I think-
Boston Office, starring Arnold.
Bro just spoiled it.
I think
IMDb.
James
see.
Earl Jones.
I think the funniest part of that synopsis was something bad happens to his parents. They get murdered.
Something
Yeah,
bad happens.
in
I
front-
wonder
in
why.
front of him.
happens. Yeah, in front of him. Actually, let's just get straight into it. Yeah, it's
Might as
got Arnold. It's got James Earl Jones. Rest in peace, Darth Vader. It's got some other people in it.
That's what you
But-
enjoy, Baz. Not Mufasa.
Oh yeah, Mufasa too. But I feel like
Mufasa.
probably Darth Vader's like probably his most like.
Nah, bro. Mufasa for
Mufasa?
sure.
Really? Okay.
I
Interesting.
will.
reckon
I will not
Mufasa.
weigh in on this.
Look, 3 people
He's
play
got some
Darth
other
Vader.
opinions.
3 dudes play Darth Vader.
I probably saw James Earl Jones first, like in this movie when I was young. Like my first impression of him was probably
Oh,
in this
wow.
movie.
You
So
watched this movie that long ago?
Yeah, yeah.
Who
I
the
watched
fuck
when
put
I was,
this
like,
on?
young. My dad would have.
Your dad's a
And
G.
He would have
Your
gone.
dad's the coolest guy,
He would have gone. This is a fucking classic. We're gonna watch this now. And then I remembered like 3 things from when I rewatched it recently. I was like, oh, I remember this. And yeah, I remembered like the only kind of good parts. Yep.
Enough to confirm that you
Yeah.
had watched it before, and that
Yeah,
was
exa-
it.
Exactly. Because I was like, oh yeah, this is vaguely familiar.
So
But yeah,
I think to get started, my favorite shot, and I guess moment of the film is one of my favorite moments. There's not many, there's very few, but one of them is when Conan's mom gets killed and like she falls out of his hand and he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
staring at it, and he's not angry or like sad. He's like, why?
Yeah, he's just
Bro, why?
Yeah.
Why?
He's like
Why you do that,
confused.
bro?
yeah.
Why you
And he
do
like
that?
he doesn't understand. And I think that's like that really plays into his character. That like death just becomes like nothing to him. Violence is the only
Well, it's the riddle of
Yeah.
steel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
The riddle of
themes.
steel.
steel and violence is like the only thing he knows. But yeah, I love that shot.
Mm.
Like his mom's head like falls off mysteriously.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
wonder
oh
why.
yeah, I think a sword. I think a
Seriously.
sword kissed her neck
Oh.
or something.
Yeah, Darth Vader killed her.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was really good framing. I was like, damn, I'm in for a good one.
Yeah. Well, I think
Nah,
like
not
I guess
a good one.
I'll mention my favorite bit of the movie. It's when it's during the final battle and the wizard like helped kill a guy, and then like he falls over and he's just turtling and he can't get up. Anyway,
Yeah,
I thought that was really
that's
funny.
pretty funny.
Um,
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Nah, but I'm joking. But I mean that was funny. That actually did make me laugh. But
Yeah.
I don't know. This movie it has its moments sometimes, but this was definitely the weakest film that we watched.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Because I very briefly wrote about this. Like my letterbox review of this was purely it insists upon itself because it really does. Like every single set piece and just every moment is just drawn out. It's like here is like 5 minutes of unabridged just here's what's happening in the scene. Look at all these slow ass shots and slow ass movement. Here is what's happening. Here's the music ramping up, and then something finally happens, and then it's over. It's like what? Why was there so much build up for that moment? Like
Well,
that's a lot of this movie for me, at least.
Yeah, I agree. But in this movie, Arnold had like a lot more lines, but they cut like all of them.
Well, 'cause he couldn't speak
why?
English.
Yeah, because he couldn't speak English very well, and they're like,
And
we
because
don't really want to subtitle.
and
this
because they
movie. so they cut like most of his dialogue.
and they probably realized in the edit, like, damn, this guy's like really bad at acting.
Yeah,
'Cause,
my
like,
review
That's
was
so
it's
sad.
kind of
I
shocking
thought
that
his
this Arnie
performance
guy
was actually not bad.
That's a
has-
lie, Taz.
has a career.
Yeah, no, because
Listen,
when I
okay.
read that, Jacob, I was like, okay, this Jacob guy's probably speaking the truth. And then I watched the movie, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't know how he has a career either.
Because like even like I think he's the only role that really works for him as an actor was Terminator.
The emotionless machine.
Yeah, it's the only.
He pulls that off really well.
But mind you, I haven't seen like very good Arnie movies.
There's
Are
not
there
that.
even
There's
any
not
good
that
Arnie
many
movies?
good.
Yeah, Terminator 2. bro.
But yeah,
Total
I mean, except
Recall, I guess.
Terminator.
Total Recall.
But-
is
Jingle
good.
all the way.
But I just think he is such a stiff actor.
Oh yeah.
Like
There's no range.
emotionless, stiff. Like it's like talking to a log.
Like-
that's
like
the best way to
Like
describe.
at the end, before the final battle, he prays to Crumb, the god, like for the first time, and it's like it's a big moment because like it's the first time he's ever praying to his god, and it's like, damn, bro, you couldn't put like anything into that, and because like halfway through the prayer, it cuts away, so he's off screen, and I don't know if I'm just crazy, but his dialogue sounded way better when the camera wasn't on him and showing his weird ass facial expressions.
Actually,
But,
all these facial expressions. I watched this the first time. I watched the first half alone, bored shitless, turned it off. The second time I watched it with my partner's dad, almost fell asleep. But my like one big takeaway from watching it with him, he was like, I can't take Arnold seriously because every time he smiles, he looks like a cartoon character. And I'm like, yeah, that's accurate. He's like big eyes and like he's smiling. He's got the gap in between his teeth. It's just
Yeah.
a fucking cartoon character.
Yeah.
And it's so goofy. Like when there's like a bit at the beginning of the movie, like he's like grown up and like he's got his sword and he's swinging it around and he's smiling and then like he holds like the sword up between his
Yeah.
face and he's smiling and it's like, what the fuck
There's-
are you doing?
That
Stop
scene,
smiling.
where he's like just standing there and like doing those fucking the weird
Yeah.
like swinging the
Yeah.
sword.
Fucking
Yeah.
sick,
There's a
bro.
scene in a Steven Seagal movie. I can't remember the name of it now. I think Hard to Kill.
Of
I'm pretty
course.
sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, he plays a cop who was in a coma and he comes out of the coma and he's training to get like power like strong again. And there's a scene where he's training and he's holding two sticks, and the camera's up in like the ceiling looking down, and Steven Seagal is looking directly into the camera with the two sticks and swinging the sticks at the camera, and it's like the goofiest thing I've ever seen. And when Arnie was swinging that sword around, it was like, oh my god, he's like Steven Seagal. Like that's the same level of acting.
It's the
I was
greatest
witnessing.
comparison.
Yeah.
So great.
But Jacobs, like you said that you watched it with your partner's dad, and like it's you have to watch this with like people. Like I watched this with my whole family, and only half as well because like everyone left, and like I had to watch the last half of this by myself, and it's drastically worse when you can't shit talk it as it's happening because this.
And it's also tough because I think the first half of the movie is like way better than the second.
It's better
Really?
paced, probably.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Because-
Honestly, they're the same thing for me.
I have like, because my biggest issue with the movie is that like James Earl Jones's character, he turns into a snake like in like the thing, but in the final battle he doesn't. I'm like, why?
Yeah, because
Why even show that he turns into a
I
snake?
did remember that.
He's not gonna find him as a snake.
Because I did remember that as an aspect, but then yeah, he turns into the snake like halfway in.
Yeah, and he goes
When-
into like a
when-
tunnel,
yeah.
like a
when
whole
you
thing,
think
and that's it.
when you think there's going to be a climax in the story, he turns into a snake, and then you check the runtime, and there's like an hour left still, and then in the
Yeah.
final battle, he doesn't like turn into a snake. He doesn't
'Cause-
actually even
'cause
die in the
Arnold
final
fights a
battle.
snake.
And then after the
Like
final
he-
battle, there's another
Like
climax.
this movie, it was very odd because yeah, like Tess just said, after the final battle, then he dies afterwards. Like what?
Yeah.
Why? Like why not just kill him? Anyway, it's just strange. There's some
I
strange elements.
I really love when he fights the big snake. I'm like, oh, this is cool. It's
Yeah.
cool, and he cuts his fucking head off. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
this is
when I
sick.
saw like the blood
This
and
man
guts
can
of the
relate.
snake, I was like, "Fuck, this is cool." I was like, maybe this movie isn't that bad.
And that's it. That's like the last cool moment.
Yeah. Well, then like the orgy scene happens. That's
Yeah,
pretty
there's
cool.
the audio scene. Though.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool.
And they're eating like
a lot of this
humans.
movie, I love how the first scene is in like a nice like snowy like location.
that's
and It's
cool.
a very
I
like
love that shit.
I don't know, almost like an English kind of thing. I don't know, but
Yeah.
then after that, the rest of the movie is
just Nevada,
it's just in the desert.
even
for
though
the
they
whole
filmed this
time.
in like Yugoslavia or something.
I
It just
It
looks
doesn't-
like
it
shit.
doesn't fucking show.
Yeah.
They could have just gone to Nevada.
I really like the passage of time though, like when he's pushing
Yeah.
the wheel of torture.
'Cause
That's
I
cool.
was-
Yeah, that
I was
shit's
like,
Because I
cool,
was
man.
watching it and like, oh my god, they're gonna do Passage of Time by showing him getting stronger and stronger. And because I didn't remember that at all, but I was right. I was like, oh my god, this is
But I liked
crazy.
it.
But how
I thought it
else
was
would
cool.
No, to be
How
fair, no,
else would
it was good. Like that was like one of the few creative choices I liked.
yeah,
Honestly, I didn't mind it. I don't know. I thought it was not bad.
I
But
just,
like, it's definitely the most like, I guess, artistically boring film
Oh, yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
just movie the movie. It's like fantasy movie the movie.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And like,
It's like the main character does a bunch of shit, then he gets like a motivation
and it's like,
to take down the villain in like the second half.
Yeah.
but there's, and
You know.
like there's, it's very like I could when I saw Oliver Stone's name pop up as like the co-writing credit, I could not believe it because the
Yeah.
writing in this movie is very lackluster for me. Like the character,
To be fair though, I think his part is that like at least
But I
like judging by the quality of his writing in other works, it's like I feel like in those like some of those monologues, even though they might be poorly acted, they're not like
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think they're
'cause-
the worst.
because
really.
I was gonna
it's
say because
not-
there is a scene where James Earl Jones like he's saying he's because not even James Earl Jones would save some of the dialogue.
Yeah, it's true, and he's a great
But
actor.
there's a scene where he's talking. It's like, oh, okay, that was actually like that was like well written and well performed. But yeah, because
Yeah, sometimes though James Earl Jones hard to take him seriously with that,
that
fuck
fucking
ass
hair,
wig.
bro.
That
The
hair
hair,
is
That
the
fucking
hair in this
wig
movie,
is
just in
so-
general, though, fucking
it's
awful.
It's so
Co-
bad.
seeing Arnie with like a little baby fringe and then like the long hair. My God, bro, who signed off on that? Diabolical. My God.
One of the scenes in this movie is a Berserk reference. when he's fucking that lady,
Pre-Berserk.
and then she turns into like this like
Oh,
demon
yeah.
orb thing. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my
the
god,
wizard.
it's Berserk. Even though
Well,
Berserk
actually-
came out like
7
yeah,
years before Berserk.
7 years before
Fucking
Well,
Berserk.
Well, it's actually funny because just before that, because like while like he's in prison, they give him like a woman to sleep with, and like
Yeah.
all the guys are like in a cage, and like, there's a bunch of guys like they want to watch him have sex with this woman, and he puts like a blanket around her to like shield her from their gaze, and then he walks like 2 meters with her, takes a blanket off, and then has sex with her. Like, what was that even for, bro? Like to show us how nice he is.
It's the thought that counts.
He still plowed her. He's not. He's like, what? It was very strange.
Yeah. But for me, this is just like, especially because Arnold Schwarzenegger is in it, and he's such a Herculean, muscular of a man. It's like he's just a vessel for like men to watch this movie and get like a vicarious thrill out of it, because there's like 3 different women that he has sex
there's
with.
boobies everywhere.
And he kills a bunch of dudes. Like he kills so many
But
people
it's like-
in this movie.
But it just takes so long in between those beats. Like, there's so much just
of him
bad
just
pacing.
traveling, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just him
I
going from
honestly
location
just-
to location.
'cause
And then he
while-
kills
And meeting
meeting
people.
people,
Yeah, 'cause-
killing them.
And just like meeting random people. But I don't know. The movie, I mean, actually, that's hard to say. This is probably I think this is the only film that I watched in 2 sittings, separated by about 4 days.
Damn.
It's just
Holy
like, can I even say that like I was like invested in the movie, because I kept going, oh yeah, I've got like an hour of this movie left,
Because
and then I left it till today to watch that out.
like
Yeah.
watched it on Monday, finished it on Friday, like whatever.
Fucking hell! I think I started it Thursday. It might be longer.
God damn.
I don't know.
But while watching it, I was absorbing the film, but I realized like pretty like quickly into the film, I was like, oh, I could just watch The Northman and get the same like
Yeah.
exact story, but just way better.
Yeah, true.
'Cause a lot-
Especially on that tree, the tree
Because
of
a
woe
lot of
part.
this movie is like, at least I imagine, like I can't remember the author of the Conan books, but like
Robert E. Howard.
I imagine Howard took a lot of inspiration from the story of Amleth and Hamlet, and so because there's a lot of similarities. Like I was
But it's a different medium, because
Well,
that's the
'cause-
thing.
well,
that's
'cause-
the interesting thing about this
well,
film.
because there's definitely a different
Is
medium,
that-
but like he sees his family get killed in front of him. He like essentially vows vengeance his entire life to the guy who killed his family. He leaves like what the hell is her name? The female lead. He like because like she says to him like, oh, let's just like leave together and like live our lives, and he's like, nah, bitch, like I gotta go kill this guy, and like that's what happens.
I got
Yeah,
shit
like
to do,
that's
bro.
like that's what happens in like the myth, and then even like the small thing of he uses like dead bodies to scare away the enemies. Like that's a part of the that's a
you're
part of
right,
the
actually.
Amleth myth. It's like
But the thing about Conan is that he's primarily a short story character.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
His role is to be like a wandering, sometimes barbarian, sometimes king, sometimes aged like not one of those things.
Yeah.
And he's in like a bunch of different
Like,
stories.
very
So
episodic.
I'm kind of curious to see,
Yeah, like that.
because I read like 2 stories from Conan years
Yeah.
ago, and one of them wasn't even a story. It was like a precursor of like how the world works, and basically it's like Robert E. Howard showing his like fascination with what's the fancy word for like how human beings kind of come to be, and like how
Oh.
they mix races and all that
oh,
shit.
I know what you're talking about.
Because that's like
etymology?
there's like 30 pages. What
Etymology,
is
is
it?
that correct?
No, but I think etymology is more for words, or is it for both?
Fuck no, it's
Actually, it might be
wait,
etymology.
let me-
Yeah,
wait. The study of humans.
let's get the spiffy wanker. term up.
Anthropology. Yeah.
Anthropology, yeah, because like he has like 30 pages of like there was an Oriental race of people, but then they became savages for 200 years, but then they started gaining intelligence, and like there's like 30 pages of the book.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
that. But I've got to dig more into it, because it's surprising that this movie is like a whole 2-hour film, based on the fact that, from my knowledge, like Conan doesn't really like, I don't think of him as a character who could support such
Yeah.
a long
Yeah.
story.
It's
Yeah,
Does that
like
make
they have
sense?
such an expansive
This
tale
movie.
about him. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or even to just have such a closely, so it's very possible that they just riffed it,
Yeah.
or like they took details that were
Because
similar.
I like while watching it, I was like, oh, this is like exactly like the story of Amleth, and because obviously the Northman came out after this, well and truly, but I was just thinking like I should
Like exactly
yeah, like
40
I should
years.
just watch the Northman. Like if I ever wanted to rewatch this or like see this story again, I'll just watch the Northman.
I mean, look, I'll take
Yeah,
Robert
that's true.
Eggers' praise wherever I can get it. Yeah, I agree. Like, I agree. But I won't be. I'd be lying if I said that Arnie's appearance in like that end crawl didn't kind of get me like it
Oh,
made
yeah,
me
like-
almost want to watch the sequel because he's got a
Yeah,
beard and he looks
is-
so cool. I'm like, oh,
But-
why couldn't they give him a beard in this movie? Like,
And the sequel
Nah,
is meant
you
to
have
be
fucking, you have to
infinitely
invest in
worse.
it.
yeah, I know. He's got a lot more lines though.
I wonder what the sequel is like actually, but you know, I'm not gonna entertain that.
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah,
to be
no.
honest.
But he,
Or
Because
maybe I
to be
will.
fair, I
But
was
so-
actually surprised. They're like, they're like teasing a sequel. This is 1982. This is crazy.
yeah,
And like they were
Yeah, I know.
super like, this movie is gonna make money, and it did. Like this movie like made triple its budget, and then
Did
this
it
movie
really?
cost what 20 million, and then made 80 or
Made
something.
60.
Made like nearly, and
Oh my
then
God.
by like 2000, so this came out in 82. By 2007, in home video sales, this movie made $300 million, which is
Holy
insane.
What the fuck? To be fair, when I watched this movie, I thought maybe it's not my favorite movie, but I'd love to own it. I don't know why, but that was
Well, there
a
you
strong
go.
predominant thought that I
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
I was like, I would just love to have a copy
Yeah.
of this and just point at it and go, yeah,
Yeah,
I've watched that.
because
It's
like out
fucking
of all
weird.
of these films, like financially, this one was definitely like the biggest success.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
but like,
which is crazy.
which is crazy because again, this movie has a lot of pacing issues. But that's just like one aspect. But like
But that's the
culturally,
thing. I think it just has dad energy.
oh, you definitely.
yeah, yeah.
Because like,
And so dads have just like maintained it and kept
Yeah,
it sanctioned
but, like,
for decades.
yeah, and I guess aside from that aspect, culturally, this movie has like no impact, I imagine, because Princess Bride and Excalibur are way more impactful to me as like a viewer
Yeah.
than
Yeah,
whatever
just
this
on a
movie was
personal
trying to
level,
do.
Definitely. And Princess Bride is like, I feel like is much more praised
Yeah,
and
'cause-
revered as like a
Oh, yeah.
classic
Especially, yeah,
than Conan is. But Conan just has that dad
yeah.
energy
I
where
yeah.
Conan
I
is
definitely
swinging
know
a
what you
sword
mean.
and dudes are like exploding bags of blood and it's just fucking
Yeah.
cool. That's why for me, I can't like rule out the movie because from when Conan started fighting, I was like, I'm invested. I don't care.
You are the target audience.
I don't care what happens as long as this motherfucker swings a sword and like gets some mad women. Like that's what else
What
do
else do you need in the movie,
Like,
huh?
why even watch other movies?
why?
at this
He's
Why?
just a
Why
snake,
would you want?
a giant
Yeah,
creature.
the snake.
fucking
He-
snakes,
he's
you know? And I just
multicultural,
loved
he
that like
befriends lots of
whoever I don't like. I
Yeah,
loved that the fact that they're so obviously like the Thulsa Doom cult,
yeah,
like the actual people that join the cult, they're so obviously just like, yeah, hippies are fucking stupid. Like how shit a hippie because Thulsa Doom is just like, yeah, I realize that manipulating people is just the best way to maintain
Yeah.
power. And he literally goes out and says to
Yeah.
people, don't let your fathers and whoever will judge you in society be like that. Fuck them, you know? And they're, you know, they're the
Yeah.
bad people. Are the
Oliver Stone
hippies.
was angry, bro. He was angry.
Because there's a
He was
would've been so pissed off.
he was sick and tired of being called a baby killer once he got back from Nam. He was fucking
That's so
sick and
funny, to
tired
me,
of
but
it.
it's just so like I swear to God, they're just hippies. Like the villains, the gang of hooligans is just hippies and like they're manipulators because even the fighting force is like very small.
Yeah, yeah. You're
Yeah.
right,
Like,
actually.
Conan and Subutai like dispatch them in one
Yeah.
fight, and then he just kills Thulsa Doom, and they're like, oh shit.
Oh shit, bro.
I guess we're gonna go. Even like the main
King hippie.
plot is like the king being like my daughter's run off, which I forgot
Yeah,
about.
so did I.
Because
Yeah.
when they reintroduced the princess, and I'm like, oh, I guess that's Thulsa Doom's daughter, but it's actually the king's
Yeah.
daughter, and I fucking completely
Yeah,
forgot
yeah,
about
like
that.
the
shit.
whole driving force, like of the story, just in the background.
Yeah.
You're right,
But
actually.
the
I
the
forgot
king
about
in his
that.
short-
I was like, because
There's
like,
like a
I
whole
just remembered
element.
that happened.
Yeah,
But the king is so cool, and I didn't know this. He's played by fucking Max von
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sydow.
you know, because
Yeah,
I was
that's
looking
crazy.
I was looking at him and going,
That's
That's-
wild.
because I was looking, going, that's Max. That's got to be him. And I was like surprised to be correct. I was like,
I
how the
was just
fuck?
taken aback because
'Cause-
it's like,
Yeah, because
he's not speaking with a Swedish accent.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
very
Yeah.
good. He's very
yeah,
eloquent.
because I was just reading up on the movie, and the production was essentially like, okay, we've hired a bunch of people who like they look the part, but they basically cannot act. We got to get like some veterans in here. So they got James and they got Max to like actually like get some
so
acting in the
funny.
movie. And
Honestly, James
that's
for me
why they're
saves
here.
it. I don't know who my favorite performance is. Probably James, honestly.
I
James
think
Earl
just
Jones.
by
so
default
fucking cool.
James. But even then, some of like his scenes are like, damn, bro. Like, I don't know.
Bro's
Maybe it's just a
13
combination.
age.
It's just a combination of everything else. This is like, this is not doing it for me.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah,
scene,
I
like
know.
the scene when he first meets Conan as an adult, and he's like, "Oh, flesh is more powerful than steel, or whatever." And like he gets the woman to like walk off the balcony and like kill herself. He's
Yeah,
like,
and he's like, this
like,
is
wow, he's
power.
like he's so evil and powerful. But I was not feeling it. I was
To
like,
be
damn.
fair, I thought that the woman jumping off, I thought that was so cool. That was like pro wrestling shit because they would have had to like they had like floorboards
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
shit to break through them. I was like, damn, that's a fucking risky spot. Jesus Christ! Like they do it in one take.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
I know what you
"God damn,
mean.
bro."
I was surprised.
Even
it
if
didn't
you
Like,
had
come
my
this is
away.
airbag
it.
below,
We
that's
gotta hope
fucking
that we get it in
risky.
this shot, in this take,
Yeah.
because that's it.
Yeah, no.
So
We
one of
can't
the-
afford a
They were just
lawsuit.
like, nah, we're not gonna do like a cutaway. Nah, fuck that. We're getting it in one take.
We're doing this in one setup. We don't have the money. We spent all of it on the sets already.
And if she dies, we're using it. It has to be in the film.
Yeah.
We can't have it
But
being
yeah,
up
I
to
just-
2 hours.
But yeah, this is I don't know. I just something about me like at halfway through it, I clicked. I was like, yeah, this is the movie.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
That's
sit
such a
here
good
and enjoy
analogy.
myself.
Movie, the
Yeah.
movie.
Like I just loved that I didn't have to take it that seriously.
I wish I could have had that thought process, but it's just there was like I'll say because the pacing really was a problem for me because this movie is what 2 hours and like 6 minutes or something. Like it's
Yeah.
it's basically 2 hours, but it felt so much longer to me.
Was yours 2 hours and 6 minutes?
No, I just can't remember how long it
Mine
is.
was 2 hours and 10 minutes, babe.
Okay, it's 2 hours
I don't know.
2 hours and 9 minutes. Yeah, so like,
Just
but
like
it felt way longer to me, and like I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff in this film that could have been cut down.
yeah.
I thought like not at all related to what I was just saying, but when they painted themselves with like the black stripes like zebras, I was just thinking like, why are you doing this? Like you're
So
not
cool.
going in a Sahara, you're going into a building. Like you're not going to be disguised into the walls. Like what? It was very strange.
It's
to me.
battle paint, bro.
Battle paint. And then,
Battle paint.
and then
All of a sudden, it's
and
like,
then
I
she's
did this
"Oh."
shit in Nam.
Oliver Stone wrote that into the script.
Yeah.
They paint stripes on themselves.
In
But you know
brackets,
what
I
do
did
love?
this in
I
Nam.
do.
I
do
got
love
I
that
got
part.
shot in the throat right after I painted stripes on myself.
Or in a bright,
I don't know why.
bright room, and I painted black stripes on myself.
Even though the female character immediately dies
Yeah.
after the orgy scene.
Yeah.
For a bit there, I thought it was so cool though that she's like lagging behind
Yeah,
the
yeah.
main troop,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, it's gonna be like Conan and crew got there. It's gonna be like a swap.
Yeah.
But I just loved that she was like, nah, fuck you all, and she just like she just fucking toughed it out and just killed like 4 dudes.
Yeah.
I was like, this is cool as
Yeah, that
fuck.
was
But then she just
I
dies, so
know,
it kind of
no.
like takes it out
But
a little bit.
at least
but-
she goes
with
out-
the snake arrow. It's cool.
So cool.
the snake arrow was
And
cool
she
as
has
fuck.
like 4 separate last words. Like she has like 5 lines as she's dying, and like each one is delivered as like this is the last thing I'm saying, and then she just keeps talking. And then and like she says the really cringe thing of like, I want my last breath to be in your mouth. And then she stops kissing him and dies just like going and she dies saying something else. It's like, why did you even write that?
But I just love her whole motivation was like, look, I never could find a husband, but now I have. So can we just like have a family and not have to deal with this shit anymore?
Yeah.
And Arnie's like, nah, it's not gonna happen. Sorry.
See, bro, it's like the Northman, bro. He leaves Anya Taylor-Joy. It's the exact same thing.
I like
It's the exact
like
same
the moment
Except
when,
for oh yeah,
when
anyway. Sorry.
the quirky little side character that like Conan befriends early in the film after the Berserk reference, and like he's crying, and then the wizard's like, "Bro, why are you crying?" He's like, "Cause
Yeah.
Conan won't. I'm crying for him." I'm like, "Damn,
Oh, bro, I thought that was
He's a
so
homie.
fucking deep.
he's
I
cool."
thought that was
Homie.
so deep.
Yeah.
That was cool as fuck. Come on.
It was,
that was
cool.
cool.
I
as
loved
fuck.
it. I was like, "Damn."
But it's a really cool moment as well before that because Because the wizard says,
Yeah.
oh, "Why are you lighting a fire? The fire won't light
Yeah, I
up
was
here."
gonna
And
bring
then the
that
fire
up.
Yeah,
lights.
that was so funny.
It's-
That line was
The
so
fire
funny to
on
me.
the
I
wall.
was like, why the fuck are you even
Yeah,
saying
because
that?
I was
bro?
just
to be
wondering,
proven
like,
wrong.
what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, why is this being said?
There's like no wind at all.
Yeah, but Conan's
Fire
love.
won't take up that specific hill. It just won't happen.
Conan-
Never
yeah.
been done before.
Conan-
Holy
Conan-
shit.
Holy shit, firework!
Love for
Fire
her.
on dry wood fucking burn. Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it? But Jacob, he just said that Conan's love is like, oh yes, the deep characterization and romance between
There
these two. That was
He
that
gave
was
her a
developed.
gem.
It
was developed so well.
Snake's gem. And it
What
was
happened to that
romantic.
gem actually?
She like
It's like a big ruby.
Did she? I actually don't
I
even
can't
remember.
it.
No, he wears it. The
Oh, he
ruby.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
does.
he ends up wearing it.
That's right.
Oh, he does?
But
Oh,
Yeah.
the
I
snake's
don't
eye was
remember.
like-
It's like
It's cool.
glittering on his neck
Oh damn!
in some
He's
parts
like,
of the
I'm
final.
Conan,
Yeah.
I can wear my pretty necklace that I gave
I
my
liked
sort of wife.
I liked the bit where she comes back and like as a spirit saves him.
Yeah,
I thought that
Yeah,
was
that's
cool.
cool.
I thought that was cool. And then she says, "Don't you want to live forever?" Because my dad, he kept saying to me like, "Just wait till she says, 'Don't you want to live forever?'" Because like she says it like twice at the beginning of the movie. And I was like, "She already said it." It's like, no, just wait till she says it at the end. And then it finally happened. And I was like, "Oh my god, she said the
You
line."
looked around, your family's gone.
They were gone.
Oh, God,
I
that's
finished
so
this
funny.
by myself in the dark.
He
Yeah,
just
that was
appears.
cool.
Your dad just appears like the spirit.
Yeah,
says it.
exactly. Because we were watching when I was watching with my family before they abandoned me. My dad really was quoting like everything before it happened. It's like
What a guy!
because
I
like you
love
said,
that.
Tess, this is like dad movie, and like
Yeah,
you
exactly.
are
This is-
100%
It's been
right.
protected.
But like any Arnie movie is like that though. Every
That's what I
single
don't know.
line.
Arnie, he has aura though. It's a stupid
It's a weird
claim,
kind of
but
aura.
like this bad actor has so much aura. He's so fucking cool
Yeah.
without needing to like do anything. I'll
It's-
watch that man do anything. I don't care how bad an actor he is. I mean, fucking Twins. Come on, classic.
Come on, bro.
Twins is a fucking classic, bro.
What's the
You know how good that
Jingle
man
all
is.
the way.
Do you
or
know,
something?
show me
Jingle
that
all the
movie.
way.
My dad of all films was just like, "Oh, bro, Twins, banger." Like, what the fuck? Why?
Not even like an action one of his either.
I have
Just, like,
Twins
with
on
Danny
DVD, bro.
DeVito.
Like
Uh,
ridiculous, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But it's just Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's-
Just speaks to those fucking Gen Xers so
It's
strongly.
his screen
Like they
presence,
just
bro.
love
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
They will protect that man, you know.
that's so funny. Twins. As like his defining classic film.
And there's like barely any action in that film. That's
Yeah,
like
I
a
know.
comedy film with
I
fucking
know.
Danny
That's,
DeVito.
that's like not even
Like, why is Arnold Schwarzenegger in it? Because why not?
Because Danny DeVito is the
because it's
runt of the
funny.
movie. The runt of
Because
the
it's
movie.
funny, bro. Yeah.
Bro, that man's acting.
What's the
career is
one where
incredible.
Arnold is like pregnant? I swear it's also with Danny DeVito's baby.
Yeah,
What?
It has with Danny and Emma Thompson, which is crazy.
Yeah, he
What is the name
he
of that
has
movie?
like
Oh,
Well,
Danny
he's
DeVito's
pregnant.
baby
yeah.
or something.
No, Arnold. So because they're all because Arnie plays a scientist in this movie. He's really smart in this movie, and they like inseminate Arnie. Like he like as like a I can't even remember what the actual plot is.
What?
But
the
Arnie
fuck?
gets pregnant, and then he gives birth. What is the name of that movie?
I'm looking for it.
It's
Junior.
not- it's not
Junior.
Kindergarten
It's called
Cop.
Yeah, Junior. That's it. Because Emma
Junior,
Thompson's
what
in
the
it, which is
fuck?
crazy.
See, that's just fucking like unbeatable.
And I guarantee this movie would have like killed at the box office. Yeah, $100 million it made. Fucking
That's
insane.
fucking good. That's fucking wild. That's fucking wild. Bro just came in, conquered movies. Like arguably not to the most, you know,
Fullest
artistic
degree.
level, but he
I
just
know.
came and then
It
he
was
went.
for a specific audience, and he
He did it.
And he fucking
he
delivered.
clinched that audience. Like they
Yeah.
were all
Yeah,
there.
everybody loved it.
Because
Yeah, but it is just
to-
funny that like your dad fucking knows the movie.
Well,
Like
'cause
of
I was
course he
gonna-
does. Like
to go
it's
on-
Arnold and,
yeah,
and
exactly.
fucking Sylvester Stallone and
Yeah.
no one else.
Well, to go on like another side tangent on like how impactful Arnie was as like a figure when Predator 2 came out, and like before, because like this was like before the internet, of course, and before you could watch trailers whenever you wanted. my dad and a friend went to go watch it with knowing basically nothing about the film. Like they obviously saw the first Predator, instant classic, and they're like, oh, they're making another one. We'll go watch it, another classic Arnie film.
Oh,
And
I
then
already
when
know
they
what's gonna
saw,
happen.
and when they saw Danny Glover on screen, they thought, oh yeah, Danny Glover, sure. But then when Arnie kept not popping up in the movie, they were going, what the fuck, is Arnie not in this movie? And it's like they went purely to see that man and were disappointed when he wasn't
the
there.
Fuck? Arnold Schwarzenegger's not in this. Fuck this.
Let's go see the one where he's drinking.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
literally Sylvester Stallone, the same thing. But like
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone is at least like, you know,
He actually made
like
some.
he's a guy who actually is into films as an art form.
Yeah,
like,
he actually made some really good movies.
Yeah. But literally the same. Like I'm sure like 2 or 3 weekends away from when I first watched Twins is when I watched like either Rocky or First Blood.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
like the exact same thing.
Oh yeah.
But, I
definitely
mean,
gonna-
those films are better anyway.
Yeah. But anyway, we've talked about Conan here. We've been talking about it for like
So
5 minutes.
Conan do. I mean, what the fuck is it?
Actually,
I mean, this is like such
it
a
is-
B grade film.
it's
and
not
I think
there's
that-
There's nothing to talk about.
Like there are like no themes in this movie. Like fate, I guess, is a thing. I don't even
Bro,
fucking
but
know.
the gods and the dead support him in the final battle, which means that what he was doing was the most correctest.
But it's funny as well because like he prays to his god. He's like, bro, please let me get revenge on this guy. It's like I don't know if God should be like letting you commit vengeance and like I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what? Like
that was
after like, you know, being exposed to like Last of Us 2, anti-revenge plots for me are now more formulaic than pro-revenge ones.
I
And this is
guess.
gonna come up in Princess Bride as well. But like, yeah, for me, just seeing Conan be like, yeah, bro, I just want to kill these dudes. I was like, yeah, like, just let him do it. Like, I don't want any fucking wanker
No, like,
shit
I'm-
about
I'm-
vengeance is bad. No, fuck that.
No, like,
Kill
I'm-
that
I'm
motherfucker.
fine with him killing. I'm fine with him killing the bad guy. I want to see that. I just think it's funny that he prayed to his god. He's like, please let me kill this guy, bro.
Please,
Bro, please, I'm
I
begging
wanna-
you.
It's like in Spider-Man 3 when fucking Eddie prays to God to kill Spider-Man.
That's so
it's like the
fucking-
same
that's
level of
fucking
pettiness.
classic,
like-
bro.
Actually, because before I watched this movie, I was told that like most of Arnie's lines were cut, and when he's like has his first fight in like the pit, great show by the way. Anyway, he gets like his like throat like slashed or something. I thought, oh, is his vocal cords cut?
Yeah,
He's just
yeah.
a mute in this movie, and then
Nah.
his first line in the movie is when he's cross-legged. And they're like, "What do we do, Arnie?" And he's like, "We kill, we take the women." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, he's fine."
Fuck yeah.
He just doesn't
Yeah,
speak.
he just doesn't speak. But I thought it would have been a
That's
cool
cinema,
choice
baby.
to like incorporate. If you're gonna cut his lines, like I'd say at least 95%. He speaks like 4 times in this movie. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was probably a decision they didn't make.
You know, it was like,
Um,
oh, this guy cannot speak. We have to like salvage
but
this somehow.
why couldn't they have just like made him a mute? Like Silence in The Great Silence, a banger movie.
To be fair, that at
Because
that point,
they already
the
paid
main
him
here's
$250,000.
here's the thing with this film. The thing with this film that gets under criticism is that this Conan is like fucking nothing like real Conan, like at all. Like the real Conan is like he's like a smart dude. He uses his wits. He's like he's like a cool guy, but not like Arnie cool. He's more like, I don't know. He's just like more intelligent. He's like a JoJo's
Yeah.
character.
Okay,
You
That's-
know,
yeah, I
like
I understand what you're saying.
Whoever's gonna get that reference, but like he's very predominantly like, I'm not just gonna use my strength. I'm gonna use my wits. I'm gonna use my situational knowledge.
Yeah,
You know, like that's the kind of character he is. So it's really funny that Arnie is nothing fucking like that
Yeah,
at all
yeah.
in this movie. This dude is dumb as
He
shit.
runs
He does
into
not care about anything.
like
Yeah.
head
Runs
first, and then
into
he's
danger.
shocked when there's danger. it's fine.
Yeah, like this movie to me, like that's probably the biggest thing. We're gonna like, yeah, he's nothing like Book Arnie from what I know.
that's not even like a surprise. Like
And I'll probably like, I kind of want to read like Conan now, so at least the movie did that. But like, yeah, nothing like that guy.
I mean,
well, because like I said, the production really was like, let's just get like the looks for the like actors who look the part, and then like
Yeah.
figure it out. So they would have
Yeah,
seen like
brilliant.
this really muscly Austrian guy, and they're like, "Fuck it, bro, that looks like a Conan to me. without reading any of the books, probably. And
Oh well, to be fair, the thing with Conan is that he had like by the time the 80s were rolling around, Conan was like 10, 15 years established in comics. Like he was a very popular comics character. Like Marvel Comics published Savage Sword, and he still is. If you can buy, there's like 10 or 15 omnibuses of Conan comics out there.
That's cool.
Like you can read so much. So the actual main exposure that a lot of people had with Conan, like pre this movie, was comics, and that's like where they would have gotten the looks.
Alex
from.
adding all of them to
And there are some actual like wicked dudes in the comics industry who worked on those fucking Conan comics. Like they look really good. But yeah, like I would love to read that shit. I'd love to read the comics. I'd love to read the books, the short stories.
And he's pretty fun to play. That was honestly my first like exposure to Conan the Barbarian. Was I had the DLC pack
in
Mortal Kombat 1, and I went, "Oh, it's Conan.
What the fuck?
That's pretty cool."
Jesus Christ!
Like I knew of Conan before that, but like I never even considered watching the movie because I was like, this looks shit.
Did he do cool shit with his sword?
Yeah, he does. He does some cool shit with his
Fuck
sword.
yeah.
Does he strike the pose?
I think there's an emo or like a move where he strikes the pose. I don't know. I'm not very good at Mortal Kombat. I can't string
real
attacks, but he's fun.
I'm terrible.
But
Yeah,
like,
easy.
it's pretty cool. Like, cause great now I'm just talking about Mortal Kombat, but like they bring in like big icons, like from media, and like I'm surprised it took them that long to add Conan to a Mortal Kombat game. Because like I feel like he's like, I mean I don't think this is like crazy to say, but Conan probably is like one of the biggest like fictional characters that sort of came out of, I don't know, a time. Like he's
like
one
of
he's
the
very
earliest.
iconic. Like everybody's like, oh, Conan, I know it. Whether it's from like his look or just Arnie himself. Like
honestly,
like,
I think
Conan
these days
is
it's mainly Arnie, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. Mainly Arnie or what, Jason Momoa.
That's right.
He
That
did,
was him.
In a fucking reboot. Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I don't want to watch that movie.
Abhorrent.
That movie's going to be too recent to look fondly on.
Yeah.
To look nah, bro. There's no way there's anything to look fondly on.
No
on this
amount of
movie.
time.
Oh, this
no
movie's
way.
great, bro.
Could
I'm gonna show my kids this in like 20 years.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the 2013.
Nah,
I'm gonna
never
put this
show,
on
never
and
even
leave halfway
breathe.
through too, because like I'm gonna put it on and be like, I don't want to watch this shit, but I'll just put my
You put the
5-year-old
first
in
one
front
back
of it.
on, and then you go, I don't want to watch this either.
I'll put my 5-year-old in front of it and just be like, bro, this is a banger, bro. You'll love this. Don't show this movie to your 5-year-olds. This fucking it's too explicit.
I swear that's basically what happened to me. Like when I first watched this, I swear that's what happened
Across
to me.
Like, you
across
gotta
the
pass the
city, I was
torch on.
watching fucking Star Wars, and you were watching fucking Conan the Barbarian.
Watching fucking Conan. Like I wasn't allowed to watch Harry Potter because it would be like,
What
oh,
the
it's, like, oh,
fuck,
it's too
bro?
scary. But I was
Conan
watching
has
this
so
shit.
many boobs.
I was watching this.
There's so many boobies.
Yeah,
and
I know.
blood.
It's cinema, bro.
That's
It's
the
cinema.
Couldn't watch fucking Harry Potter. That's hilarious.
But yeah, I feel like we've talked about like other things unrelated.
Yeah,
to
let's just
Conan
fucking
more than
wrap
we've
up the
actually talked
Conan
about Conan.
discussion.
Yeah,
because
let's
it's going
go
out of whack.
because there's nothing
This
to
shit.
talk about
In
in this movie.
Jacob, I guess final thoughts, if anything, or just rate. I don't
well,
know.
You know, Conan's such a boring, lackluster. I mean, it's the movie. Like, if you want to watch
Hell
a
yeah.
movie and just like
Yeah.
the most basic components of a movie, just put on Conan. If it's your first movie ever
That was
and you're trying to like
If it's your
learn a
first
movie,
ever.
this is the movie that you put on. I don't know. It's like textbook 101. This is a movie. I'm giving
This
it.
really is a movie.
It's like just a 2 out of 5. Like just.
yeah. I would have to agree because it's like just barely a 2.
Incredible. I give it a
5 out
3.
of 5.
I give it a 3 out of 5. All right, that's a very hard
Insane.
call. I would have maybe
Nice.
thought of giving it a 4 out of 5, but that's too far.
Holy
That's-
shit!
This movie's a banger, bro. This movie's a banger. I mean, I watched it in 2 sittings across 5 days, but like this movie's a banger. Yeah, I don't know. 3 out of this for me is peak 3 out of 5. Like this movie, Avatar 3, and Butch Camp are like the best 3 out of 5 movies I've ever
You
watched.
gave Butch Camp a 3
I can't
out
believe
of 5.
I can't believe Butch Camp is
Butch
on there.
Camp,
That's
next
so funny,
episode.
Jacob. I'm telling you, Butch Camp as like a group of people is like the best.
That was
way
a
to watch
fucking
that
great
movie.
I mean, I
movie.
watched like
Fucking
what, the
fantastic.
first
and like half pissed as well. Like, come on, that was funny.
Yeah,
that movie. That's some,
that
Did you
movie
guys
was
watch that
fucking
Kevin
great.
I
James
just think it
movie
was fu-
afterwards?
Oh, I fell
Thank
asleep.
God.
yeah, we did. Taz fell asleep for that. Patty and I watched that whole movie.
That's crazy.
I finished at like 2 a.m.
That's fucking
It was
crazy.
terrible.
Man.
Yeah.
Anyway.
9 out of 15.
We're not talking about
what
Kevin
was
James.
Excalibur?
No,
11.
7 out of
No,
15,
2,
Jacob.
2, that's 4. 7. That's great.
I gave it a 3.
Yeah.
And then
7 out of
I gave it a 3 out of 5.
was 11.
Excalibur is currently leading the way with 11 out of 15. So a good start.
Oh,
And now onto my pick of the bunch, The Princess Bride, directed by, and I guess this is like a quick aside. I guess this will be like a little tribute to Rob
Yeah.
Reiner because he passed recently.
rest
yeah,
in
so-
peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace to Rob Reiner, a classic director, made some great films. This Princess Bride being one of them, because this is like a family favorite of mine. So I like grew up with this movie, and so yeah, I love this movie. But for those of you who don't know what The Princess Bride is, here is. I'm just gonna read because the last time I tried to give a synopsis, I fucking rambled like a madman
Yeah,
about
Princess Bride's
nothing.
kind of annoying to.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
here we go. In this enchantingly cracked fairy
Nice
tale.
one.
What the fuck? In this enchantingly cracked fairy tale, the beautiful Princess Buttercup and the dashing Wesley must overcome staggering odds to find happiness amid six-fingered swordsmen, murderous princes, Sicilians, and rodents of unusual size. But even death can't stop these true lovebirds from triumphing. Yep.
That was
was-
like the
that was-
most incredible fucking.
That was worse than what I would have said.
Good job.
And you got to hear my fucking dyslexic ass read, but yeah, it's like the story about like everlasting love, and it's the film was written by William Goldman, the guy who wrote the book, and he did like a really good translation of the book to film. Which, go figure, he wrote All the President's Men. I'm pretty sure. Like,
Did he actually?
I'm pretty sure. Like, this guy can write a movie.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a very
Yeah.
apparent. in
Yeah,
this
and he wrote Butch Cassidy, so like he can write a movie, and like it's apparent,
That
Butch
movie.
Cassidy
like, and like
mentioned.
it's apparent,
Which is-
yeah, exactly. But yeah, this movie is like it wasn't too successful when it first came out, but it's got like cult classic status now, and it makes sense. It's just so endearing, this film.
Yeah,
like, everything about-
infinitely rewatchable.
Oh yeah, Infinite.
Yeah.
So charming.
Like there's not too much like it's not shocking to say, but like there's not too much depth to it, but like there doesn't need
Yeah,
to
but
be.
that's,
It's like
that's
it's
kind
such
of
a
part of that's kind of
yeah,
part of the
like, it's-
reading
yeah.
that
It's
the
like
film has of itself. you
yeah,
know?
like it kind of
that's why Peter Falk is like that whole. I feel like that's kind of part of the framing is that it's not like this
Yeah.
is kind of like a meta thing. Almost.
yeah, exactly. Which and I also I really like that framing device of the
Yeah, it is
the
really- it's
grandfather
really great.
telling the story
Yeah.
to his grandson.
Like,
I really
Peter Falk
like,
just has like the best.
I know he's
Just
such a
has
good.
such a nice voice.
Yeah, I know, and I like the way they like intercut in between the real world and the fantasy story.
Yeah.
They use it to comedic effect, which works. Like this film has funny moments. I really
Yeah.
the bit when Fezzik throws the rock at Wesley, well the Man in Black before Wesley's revealed, but he throws the rock at him and he's like, I could have hit you with that. But Wesley, like in just like response to the rock being thrown at him, like just draws his sword and he's like he shit his pants. It's just so funny. But yeah, this movie is it's an endearing classic. Everything about it just works so well. Like the direction is simple, but like Rob Reiner, he wasn't like he isn't a flashy director, but he gets in frame what he needs to, and he does it effectively.
Yeah,
And
it's
there's-
not like an overly, like it's just a simplistic style.
Yeah, and like that's not a bad thing either. Like he
No, it's great.
he
It fits
shows
with
you-
the content of the story as
Yeah.
well.
like he shows you what you need to see, and he does it in a very smooth and effective way, I think.
Yeah.
And the characters are just they're classics. You got Inigo Montoya, you got Wesley, you got the farm boy, You got Buttercup. You got Andre the Giant, who's like just such a lovable guy. Like look
Andre
at
the
him.
Giant.
He's so cute.
Honestly, this is probably the earliest really good wrestling
Yeah,
performance
I would say so.
I've seen. Because
And it's
this is
also-
like, he's so good. He's not
so
stiff
good.
at all.
Yeah.
He's so good.
The scene where
story.
him and Inigo are rhyming on the boat when like they're first introduced, and the scene ends with Vicini saying, "No more rhymes now, I mean it," and then Physics like yells out, "Anybody want a peanut?" Like it's just so funny. Like it's just so good.
It really is just the heart of the movie that
Yeah.
like it just beats so strongly that like
Yeah.
what else do you need? And the comedy is just fine tuned.
It's so
This
good.
movie's so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Like-
my favorite line is when Buttercup is talking about like the fire swamp and she's like, "No one ever." What does she say? It's like
no one's
anyone
ever-
who goes into that fire swamp dies.
Yeah.
And Wesley goes, "You're only saying that because anyone who's ever gone there has never survived." I'm butchering it,
Yeah.
but I thought that was so funny.
Yeah,
I had to
yeah.
pause the film. I was like, that is the fucking funniest line
yeah.
that I've heard in a movie recently. That just slapped.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's such a
But
lovely
this-
movie.
This movie is like the definitions of the friends we made along the way,
Yeah,
Like-
literally.
but it done to like really
Yeah.
good effect. Like that phrase, like it gets memed on a lot. Like the ending was just the friends we made along the way or whatever. But no, this is like done to like the best effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this movie
Especially-
just does it so well. Like
Yeah.
even just like little things, like when, like the whole subplot of the whole like thing of like
Six-finger
the
swordsman.
dread pirate
Yeah, the
Dread
Dread Pirate. Yeah,
Pirate Roberts, and like how he naturally passes that on to Inigo Montoya. But then like that's just
Yeah.
so like it just fits so nice. Like
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
pleases my brain.
And because it's like the idea as well that like the guy, like the pirates are just like, oh, this is like a business for me. Like I'm doing this like as a job for now, and then I'm gonna retire. Because
Yeah.
it's
That's
so funny.
to me.
Because when
the real
Wesley,
Dread Pirate Roberts
yeah.
is living it up.
because when Wesley's telling Buttercup about it, he's impersonating the prior Dread Pirate Roberts, and he's just like, my actual name is Ryan. It's like I don't know, it's just like such an innocent name for like a pirate. I don't know. It's just funny.
Yeah.
It's infectious, this movie, and
yeah,
which makes sense
that's the
because like
best word for it.
Yeah, and 'cause,
it's
like,
infectious.
and because from like the stories that you hear about its production as well, is like it just seemed like such a lovely film, like such
Yeah.
a lovely film to make, especially as well for like Andre the Giant as well, because you know I
Yeah,
don't,
I love that
you know,
story
I'm no
sometimes.
expert in his life, but the way that he would have struggled with life, with just his how
Yeah,
how big he was and
He
everything.
was on the decline.
Yeah,
severely, I think by this point, I think he was only like a few years out from passing away.
Yeah.
so-
But he just, for him, it was such a lovely experience to be among
Oh,
such
really?
for such nice peers.
Because he said in
And
an
it was-
interview that he loved being on it because he felt like he wasn't seen. you
Yeah.
know? Like no one like batted an eye at his appearance, but they just treated him as an equal, even though
Yeah.
he's like so much taller than everyone. But he said like he never felt like he was.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful, man.
And if that isn't a testament to the kind of sets that Rob Reiner ran, then goddamn, I don't know what
Yeah.
is. 'Cause
Well,
that is
honestly, it probably was also just to the point that in wrestling, like the whole business and like how you have to present yourself is around the thing that makes you. So
Yeah.
for Andre, it would have been like the
Like,
only thing
his
they
name
would
was
have talked
Andre the
about was his
Giant.
height.
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
just how the wrestling industry was and is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's this kind of like brutal toil in some ways where it's like you're always performing
Yeah.
in a way. Even when you're not like you're literally always having anyway. I'm not gonna talk about wrestling.
Another episode. We'll talk about.
But you know,
we'll talk about wrestling.
But the point is that you always have to sell yourself in wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling's kind of brutal. So I like the idea that he was just on a film set where he's already been hired. He doesn't have to stress about drawing money
Yeah.
Yeah,
from
exactly.
a crowd
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. Like he's just part of a film.
yeah,
Whereas wrestling is like a very different kind of form of entertainment.
yeah,
It's a lot harsher,
yeah,
at least in my opinion.
and that like that family mentality of the production, it bleeds into the film because it's
Yeah, truly.
Yeah. and especially with the ending as well when they all ride away on horses. Like, goddamn, bro, that's just beautiful.
Yeah.
That's just so
And-
good.
And the performances, like
classics.
I haven't
It's so
seen
good.
besides Robin Wright, who this was her first
I
film.
know, introducing
I haven't
Robin Wright,
seen
it
any of the
says.
people in
Yeah.
this movie from in anything else, but they're all banging.
But you gotta watch Saw, bro. It's got Carrie Elwes. I'm a doctor. He's a doctor, bro.
He's a doctor.
Is that actually might be
Absolutely.
like the only other thing I've seen Carrie Elwes in. That's insane. That cannot be correct.
I don't know, but Robin Wright is so good in this movie.
She is.
She is like she is not being left behind. Like she really, like, because a lot of this film is almost like dialogue jousting.
Yeah.
Like people like
Yeah.
kind of sparring with each other verbally, and
Yeah.
she's never on the back foot, which I loved.
Yeah.
And I loved how the movie was speaking, like the way they all speak, and just how like unrealistic, but like I wish I could be that witty, you know?
Yeah.
Well, speaking
That's
of
great.
speaking of speaking, one of my favorite scenes and like arcs of the movie is like Inigo's like whole story and like how he like avenges his father, and I love like his fight at the end, the six-finger sword, and I was like, oh no, he's gonna die, but then he doesn't. And it's like,
Yeah.
thank God this movie didn't do that. 'Cause if
No,
they
that's
killed
not
him
that
off,
kind.
I
That's not
would've-
this kind of movie.
Yeah,
you
Yeah,
know?
no, it's not this
movie.
kind. Yeah, exactly.
It's a fairy tale ending in the best way.
In the
But
best
that's
way.
what that's the nice thing about this movie is that it's like it's like a story wise and like fantasy wise, even it's like a sum of parts. Like the world building is not deep or whatever.
but
There's no like political
But this,
escapes. Like there's none of that.
Doesn't even
like
have to
none of
be.
the like. But it's just about like fun characters.
Yeah.
You know, a good written plot, which goes a long way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it's really flexible. I feel like with like what you can do with fantasy, because it's nothing hefty. It's like
Yeah.
it's stripped down, but also it's working. It's like inverting tropes, and it's just doing things that are just like engaging you without having to be necessarily like having like it has depth,
Yeah.
but not in like the pretentious sense where it's like about something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like the plot is you know, the characters are trying to, you know, it's a love story. Like it's very simple. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
I understand. Yeah. It's very It's very
But yeah,
it's
it's not
simplistic
like-
but effective.
Yeah, it's simplistic, but it's good in its simplicity, and
Yeah.
it's also because of the fact that it's just like all of the things that make it are so like have had so much depth in them, so
Yeah.
much thought into them, like the characters, and like just everything. Just
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. It's so heartfelt. It makes your heart
is.
just go, oh.
Doesn't
It
it?
is.
You know, like even from like the very beginning, it's like a grandfather telling his grandson a story. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
And then
And it was-
you just keep going, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, like
And as well as,
the
like,
whole movie.
And even then, the framing device itself has a little like arc as well with the kid.
Yeah, I
like
know, which,
accepting
like,
the
doesn't-
story. It's like
Yeah, which doesn't need to
Yeah,
happen.
like, you
but
didn't have
it's,
to do-
it's
like-
so nice and charming that
like
it
they
does.
like rather than just having it as like the framing device for this story, they actually add a reason for them to keep cutting back to it, which I think
Yeah.
is is neat.
Yeah. Oh my god. Hang on. Oh, never mind. Yeah, because fuck. Oh, because what was cool was the kid was like, oh, can you come back tomorrow and
Yeah.
like bring me a story again? It's like, yeah, me too, kid. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and rewatch this. I'm in the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
boat.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It works perfect.
yeah. If it's infinitely rewatchable, it's so good. And
Yeah, I'd love to watch this movie with people though, because
Yeah.
when I first watched this movie, my film brain was very underdeveloped, and you know, I didn't like that. I didn't like that the fantasy was so simplistic, at least in my eyes.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
like, what is this dumb kid stuff?
to be
I don't
fair-
I don't want any part of this.
well, to be like out of the three that we watched, I guess it is the least fanciful out of all of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like
which is probably it's the reason.
But
why
to
I
its
like
benefit,
this
I
one the
think.
most.
To its benefit though, because like there's like there's the mutants, the rodents of unusual size. There's
yeah,
Miracle Max, played by Billy Crystal. Hilarious.
that's
Yeah.
so funny.
Hilarious
that Billy
shit.
Crystal's playing.
Like me and my
Under, like,
family,
that load
me
of
and my
makeup.
family like can quote this movie, especially my sister. Shout out Georgia. Shout out to her.
Shout
She
out
like can
Georgia.
quote all of the movie, but especially the Miracle Max scenes. But yeah, like the Miracle Max, the rodents, and then like the machine that like can suck your life away. Other than that, it's like basically just like a fictional story
Yeah.
with no fantasy elements, but like those little elements add to it.
Yeah, or just in like a more historic, not even historical.
Yeah, but it's like
But that's the thing. That's kind of what makes it fantasy in my eyes, is that it's not historically accurate.
no, because it's like
just
it's between like I think there's two, because like the whole like the premise of the prince's plot is that he wants to like wage a war between two countries, but I don't think these two countries exist. They're just fiction. They're
No.
just completely
Yeah,
fictional,
yeah.
and it's just it adds to like the storybook vibe of the film.
Yeah.
yeah, just cool.
Just cool. It's cool
Just
shit.
good stuff. But yeah, I would love to watch this movie with people.
Yeah,
because I've only ever watched it alone,
It is really good.
and I feel like it would have, like, of all the films that we've talked about today, the one that I would want to watch in a cinema the most is The Princess
Definitely.
Bride. Hands
Well,
Yeah,
down.
definitely.
I
Feb
would
14th
love to watch this.
Is it's playing at Lido.
Oh really?
That's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
We're doing that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm not even. We're doing that.
for Valentine's
If you
Day.
guys
Back
want to
for-
meet us in person,
Wait, on the 14th of February?
that's actually crazy.
Yeah, you know
I-
what? That might be in consideration because so much of this film is just like,
Because
oh my god, like it
'cause-
just feels like you need to be
yeah,
in an
it
audience.
is really good watching this with people. Because as I said, I've watched it with family so many times, and yeah, like
Yeah.
quoting it with like and like laughing like all together, like it adds to the film and like the nature of it all. It
Yeah,
really
I'm definitely gonna make that a goal
Yeah.
to not watch this movie on my own.
Yeah.
Of all the films,
Because yeah, I
Yeah.
did watch this by myself on this rewatch just because that's the way it worked out. But yeah, this
Yeah.
was definitely this is like this
Yeah,
is
it's
I can't imagine there'd be too many people that don't like this movie, or like they're like, oh, let's put a movie on, let's put Princess Bride on, and someone goes, oh, I don't want to watch that. Like, imprison that person. They don't deserve to be free.
impossible.
Like,
Yeah,
what
if-
is
if
what
they
is not to
say that,
like?
And then you force them to watch it because it's the first time, and then they go, "Oh my god, it's like you."
Well, of course, and
Well,
that's
if
fine.
they
That's
don't like
okay.
it after
yeah,
that,
exactly. Then
then they go to hell.
yeah, exactly. Then you
They
directly
go
to hell.
Pretty much.
There's an
It's like a
inner
crime.
circle of hell where these people are.
There's no escape at all.
But yeah, I mean, I'd love to watch this movie again.
Yeah.
I'd love to read the book. I'm sure the book is just as good.
Yeah,
I can't
too.
imagine that this wonderful dialogue was not accompanied in novel form
Yeah.
by like the just most wondrous prose, and like I get
I
a kick
agree.
out of like nice descriptions.
I think if a
so-
guy is essentially like, my kids want like a book, want like a fantasy book with all this stuff in it, I'm gonna write that book for them. Like, come on.
that's how this book was written.
Basically, like his daughters wanted like, can you write a story like with all these elements? And he's like, yeah, okay, and he did it. Like, come on, man, come on. That's just like this whole like story was born from the heart. Like, goddamn, everything was just working for this film.
Everything about this movie, it really is just
It's
absolutely.
because it's funny. Like, it's not, you know, I guess with all of these films, it's not. Actually, no, maybe exempting Excalibur, they aren't like too deep, like thematically. Especially like Princess Bride kind of wears like whatever it's saying, like on its wrist, like on it, you know.
Well, I think it depends. Like I feel Excalibur for me is like I look into its
No,
themes,
I was,
but
yeah,
then
because I definitely Excalibur definitely, but like Conan,
yeah,
there's not, come on,
but
there's
yeah,
not too much of Conan.
But then yeah,
But, like-
Conan like unintentionally, but Princess Bride like intentionally.
yeah,
But
'cause-
like again, like if like Conan is not nearly as entertaining to watch.
because
Princess Bride.
because you know what Princess Bride has to say about, you know, about love and whatnot. It's not like it's a revelation or anything. It's just really sweet and simple, and it's effective at that, and it doesn't need to be anything else. And it's happy with being what it is, and it works. So, you know, normally I would want like super deep themes and whatnot, but sometimes some movies just catch you, and you don't need much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's always great for like your own tastes to like realize that there's more to art and there's
Yeah.
more to film than just like something that compels you intellectually or
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but just to, and not even in a turn off your brain way, but more like, okay, now that you don't have this like pivotal focus that you usually would have for a movie, focus on the other things that make
Yeah.
it good. Focus on, you know, like for me, a lot of the attention I had for the movie was just good dialogue, good, you know, and good writing in that
Yeah.
sense, but also just good set decoration, amazing stunt
Yeah.
work,
Yeah.
good climaxes, like just things like that. Like good makeup, good, just all those kinds of things. Like even just like how the music will jump in and out at the exact right time. It's just fantastic editing,
Yeah.
So it's like that's what I love to watch this movie. Is that like it's so fine tuned in every aspect that like you never needed like a crux, like a deep theme on love or whatever you could have done with this kind of story. It doesn't need that.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree.
I just love watching like the part. Like I just love the scenes. Like I love Inigo Montoya and Wesley's fight when they first meet. It's because it's just well choreographed. It has nice sound bites, good sound effects, like and great dialogue, and it's good and it's well written characters.
And it's
like what else do you need?
The fact that it's like endlessly quotable as well. This movie really adds to it because there's so many lines that I know. They're just like as the film's progressing, like you're saying the lines with the characters, and that just adds to it. That adds to the experience of rewatching it as well. And I feel like if we were to watch this in a cinema, there would have to be some lines that everyone quotes. Like if we watch The Room and people are fucking quoting shit in that, then people have to be quoting The Princess Bride. Come on, please.
Yeah, it's the kind of movie that no matter what decade you watch it in, you unironically clap when it ends.
Like there's always it's like a timeless tale that always has a fan base, which I think is just so lovely.
Yeah. Well, that's what's great about Lido. Little Lido breaks. Yeah. But Lido cinema has like some of the best fan bases. Like, you go to like a themed like movie, like you're guaranteed to get those fans. Like I mean, I bring up Lord of the Rings again, but like the Lord of the Rings Day, people dress up. Everyone like does like the quotes and stuff and like the fucking
laugh
breaking his toe thing.
They laugh at Gimli.
They laugh at Gimli.
If he just breathes.
But yeah, but I'm sure if, like the Lido one, there will be people quoting and like clapping at moments.
For sure.
That happened.
But it elicits that kind of response. I don't know. Well, I feel like I'm kind of going in circles with just saying how nice this movie is. But
it's one of those films where it's like I feel like what we like to talk about in our discussions is like if a movie's bad, that helps. Honestly, let's be real. It's fun to poke at a bad movie.
You're right.
But if not that, then it's like the meanings, the symbols. But with Princess Bride, it's like
it's just
everything's stripped down, and it's for a greater purpose than just being intellectually, having a discussion or whatever. But to actually just be like a fun piece of art that you could, I'd literally put this movie on right now.
Yeah, like it's just the pacing is perfect. Like there are like it's a breeze to get through. Like there's no scenes where it feels sluggish. Everything has a purpose. Every scene has something memorable about it. Like you can't say that about too many films. At least I think.
No, you can't.
So it's effective in everything that it achieves. And I don't know what more to say other than like watch this movie if you haven't. Yeah. It is endlessly appealing.
3 Angry Men approved.
Exactly.
This is one of those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, ironic, like a movie that we really like, but ironically, it's one of the hardest to talk about for like a substantial amount of time because you basically we'd have to just start talking about the production.
Yeah,
or something.
and it's like I guess I could do that, but like we're not even talking about the movie at that point.
Or we could just talk about the characters, But it's just like, and it's just great. And even like we talked about Conan having, like, I mean, you guys kind of thought that the revenge plot was kind of a bit subpar. I thought it was like okay in a goofy way. But The Princess Bride has an example where it's like, because it's just such a tiny cog in a wider sprawling machine, like the revenge plot, for example, that's like an example of what's good about Princess Bride, where it's like you're allowed to have a kind of basic plot with a character who just wants revenge because it's just this tiny part of what makes the movie so great. It's not like the entire focus.
But even then, it's not even really revenge. It's more avenge. Like it's
true.
I feel like he like it's. I mean, I guess it is revenge, but revenge just sounds too hateful. It's more like he wants to avenge his father rather than take revenge.
Well, that's true. I mean, the way they frame it, especially, is. Yeah, I kind of get
like the way
that actually. Yeah,
when he is fighting the 6-fingered man, he's just continuously saying, I am Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. It is very much like he's avenging his father in that moment.
Yeah.
It isn't like oh, I'm killing you just because I want to.
Yeah, he's
It's-
avenging. It's not.
No, it's
revenge.
like it's just honor bound.
Yeah.
You know.
And he's not like, because I feel like a lot of movies that revolve around revenge, like they will do like absolutely anything. They'll like burn every bridge just to get their revenge. But in this movie, he's like, oh yeah, if I find him, I'll kill him. Like I'm looking for
Yeah.
him, but I'm not like actively doing so. But if like I come across him, and I love the scene when Wesley sees him and he's like, oh, I've got a friend looking. I know a guy that's looking. for you.
yeah.
Like that's such a.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh my god, I know who you're talking about. I don't know. It's
But even just like the relationships between the characters, they feel so fully fleshed out without like a lot of work. It's crazy to me. Like even the part I love that part when the six-fingered man, I forgot his name.
yeah, I can't.
I think his name is like Tyrone.
Something
it's
like that. I actually
It's
can't
some
remember.
ridiculous name. And like he's like, oh, my prince, would you like to come and see my newest death trap? And the prince turns to him and is like, Tyrone, you know I love your painful ways of like torturing people, but I've got a prince, I've got a wife to.
Because he's got like a water start, a bride to kill, like a wife to
The
kill,
bride to
a wedding
kill.
to plan. And
and a man to
'cause
flame.
then-
Like it's just so
and
fucking
then he
good.
ends it all by going, "I'm swamped. Like I can't. I'm so
I'm
sorry, but I
swamped."
can't."
But just effective writing of the purest sense. This is magical. This shit is
But
pure
it's-
magic.
It's so good though,
is.
as well at the end when Wesley he's intimidating the prince, like Humperdinck, and then he gets it, like they tie him up, and then Wesley he tries to walk and then he can't, and then Nico says, "Oh, he has no strength. He can't do anything." And then the prince, while tied, I was like, "I knew it. It's like immediately, like he's like, "I knew it,
it's
bro."
so funny.
I don't know. It's just, yeah.
I knew he was bluffing,
I knew
bro.
it.
I knew it.
But yeah, and like the scene of Inigo meeting the Wesley, like that before the duel, is just
And just the respect they have
Yeah.
for each other and how they can, like, that's the thing. The writing is like
it's
so good
I'm
that you
telling
don't
you,
even like think
this-
about it, but it just
this
works.
William Goldman guy, he can write a fucking movie.
This Will fella.
Just like, oh yeah, I wonder why I think Inigo Montoya and Wesley's friendship is so fully
Yeah.
formed, even though, like, when you first think about it, it's like not a lot happens, but when you dig into the scenes and the way they're like, oh, after you, sir, oh, you were fighting with your left
Yeah.
hand. I was
Yeah.
also fighting. I'm also not
Yeah.
left-handed. Just everything
It's-
about it is just,
Is
it's
there a
fucking
clause
It's actually, and
nice.
it's funny as
about-
well because I actually noticed for the first time on this latest viewing that after Buttercup has been kidnapped by Fassini, Fezzik, and Inigo, obviously she like through trials and tribulations, Wesley conquers all three of the men, and then Wesley and Buttercup are together. Then they get separated, and then it's just Buttercup, and then eventually Wesley, Inigo, and Fezzik come and save her. But like the last time she saw Fezzik and Inigo, they were like kidnapping her. But she's just like immediately like, oh yeah, these guys are with Wesley. They're my bros now. And like I don't know, like it's just like it just
don't
adds
care.
like a fairy tale of it all, I guess.
Yeah, because isn't there a line that calls back the left-handed thing where like Inigo's like, "Oh, you can use your left hand," or something, or like they're gonna fight again, and he's like, "Oh, but you already know that trick," or something like that. I swear there's a line, something like
Is
that in the
there?
movie. Because
I
I
don't
remember
know.
laughing. I swear there's a callback to the left-handed sword thing. Or maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I just imagined. Maybe I dreamed this. Maybe I dreamed up a sequel to The Princess Bride in my dreams.
You must have. You must have.
No, I swear you're right. I swear
Yeah,
that
there,
line
there
Maybe
must
there
be
is,
a
I don't know.
line.
not in that
calls back.
context.
I should watch it again and then find. It's like the Pixels thing where Adam Sandler goes, "I ate a Tic Tac." No one believes me that line is in the movie. It is in the movie.
Oh my god!
What
I'm not
the
crazy.
fuck?
vividly remember that not being in the movie.
It's in the movie. She's like, "You didn't even brush your teeth
It's
this
in the
morning." He's
movie,
like, I
guys.
ate a Tic Tac. It's in the line. It's in the fucking movie. All right. That's like
Oh
this
my
left hand.
God.
The callback to the left hand, like sword stance. It's in the movie. I can guarantee it.
I mean, maybe. I don't even know. I can't remember.
But I don't think it's the left hand
I think-
thing. I think it's
I
another
think you're
thing.
just misremembering the. Oh, you have 6 fingers on your right hand. A man's
Nah,
a man's
I'm
looking for
not.
you. It's not there. No. Okay. Sorry. Anyway,
Don't ever cross that line
Anyway.
again.
this movie, He's so good. Watch it. It's a 5 out of 5.
Really?
I regret nothing.
Wow.
In honor of my family and especially my sister, I cannot give this any lower than a 5.
Yeah,
I respect that.
1 out of 10.
But yeah, I don't know if there's you motherfucker. I don't know if there's like
That's
if there's
fucked
much
up.
more to talk about the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, watch it if you haven't. That's it.
Just take the praise, and if you haven't watched it and you have prejudices against films that you don't think are going to stimulate you, then
And don't-
I
you
mean,
know,
this-
I thought
and you should just
I
watch
thought
Princess
that
Bride.
about Excalibur as well, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I thought that about Princess Bride because when I first watched it, I didn't like it.
Look at that.
I didn't not like it, but I just thought, oh, this is just a movie, and I'm
A
bored.
testament
Yeah.
to
What
like,
a
how
fool!
good this movie is as well is we're in Europe and everybody fell asleep and we had this small laptop in like the front of the room, and I was sitting there watching it. I couldn't hear a fucking thing. I was sitting there going, oh, like even like not hearing a thing, and on the smaller screen I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And then Alex got up thinking everyone was asleep and turned it off, and then I
Yeah.
went to sleep.
I'm sorry,
You
Jake.
turned my movie off. But yeah, no. But that's like
That
I
was so
invested.
loud. I swear I got to the fire swamp, and then when the sounds before the fire burst, and like this shit is so
Yeah.
loud.
I mean, it could
Like, I
have
wanna
been.
go
I think
to
I was listening
sleep.
to music as
Did
well.
we watch that after the holiday? That's the
No,
same
that
night,
was,
or was it a
night.
different
I
night.
think we were in Amsterdam when we watched.
No. It was in
No, we were in
the first time.
Berlin.
was
Alex,
it
when
in
we broke
Austria?
the washing machine.
Austria.
Yeah, Austria.
Yeah, Austria.
Yeah, that's when we
Sorry, I
watched
thought
it.
I thought- yeah, it was either Berlin or Austria. Yep,
Yeah, that fucking washing machine.
that was so funny.
We
We're,
pulled out.
we're doing.
Anyway.
We'll just do an episode where we
Talking
like
about
give
Europe.
tape where we talk about our Europe trip that we did as a group.
Well, when we get so popular that we can start a Patreon, that will be a
Yeah.
Patreon
Yeah, yeah.
exclusive.
I
as
like
you
it.
can hear our
So you guys better
regales of
like
the
and
Europe trip.
Was that a Patreon now?
and
You guys
and
can
we'll-
start paying us.
And
Support us.
the secret fourth member
Yeah.
will emerge.
Yeah.
everyone
just
is
for
like
that.
as a guest
Secret-
for that one
Secret
episode.
fourth anchor, man.
But yeah, anyway, I think
But anyway,
yeah, I don't know if there's much more to talk about.
Yeah.
So
But
Yeah.
in
I'm just
this
gonna rate
isn't
it
a
5
bad
out of
thing,
5.
like that we don't have much to talk about.
No.
This is like a testament to
Well,
it.
yeah, we
Yeah.
just got our
yeah,
ratings
so
pretty
yeah,
much.
5 out of 5, easy. Like yeah, in honor of my family, I give this a 5 out of 5.
I'd give it a 2 out of 10.
These motherfuckers.
No intellectual depth, no
Jacob was
themes.
upset that I rage baited him for one day about one movie when I have to put up with this shit constantly with every single film I talk about with praise.
I have to put
We'll
up
get
with
to
this shit
fart
every
smell
single
at
fucking day.
29 for.
See? This motherfucker.
Oh my god, I'll
When
never
the-
talk
I'll
about
never
that fucking
watch
movie on
that
this
movie ever
podcast.
again.
For my
actually-
episode, I'm going to purely just do
I
Blade
won't
Runner.
watch it.
Oh my god, he'll find a way. He'll find a way to make it through movies. He'll
And
be like,
I'll
he'll
do
be
it in
like,
short films.
we're gonna watch the original cut of Blade
No,
Runner and then the final
not-
cut, and then we're gonna watch
Not the
2049.
original. Not the original cut. Anyway,
I
we're getting too off
will
topic.
give it.
Anyway, the original cut of Blade Runner gets a 1 out
What
of
the
5.
I'm giving it a 4.
That's a side
You
tangent.
fuckers.
No, the original
Oh,
cut.
so
The original cut.
Okay,
Not the
no,
final
that's fair
cut.
enough,
The
sorry.
one with the fucking
Yeah, no, the
voiceover.
Replicants don't have scales.
Anyway.
Yeah, no shit, Deckard.
My actual score for Princess Bride is a breezy 4 out of 5. It would probably go to a 5 out of 5 eventually one day, but just gotta let it simmer a
Unbreakable.
little bit more.
That's fair enough.
Some movies
yeah,
have
'cause-
longer cook times than others.
Yeah.
What can I say? But 4 out of 5, which is mighty score.
Mighty score. What does Jacob think?
You're not. You have to beat it out of. I'm giving it a 4. I'm giving it a 4.
Okay.
You have to beat it out
was.
Yeah, it's. I'm giving it a 4. A 4 out of 5.
Well, that's.
His eyes are
I
so
know.
wide.
You
Chat.
guys can't see, but Jacob is so close to the screen right
Insert a clip.
now. In the room that we're all in.
It's insert a
in
clip.
the room
In the-
that we're
in the
all
room
in,
that we're
we
all
have
in.
glass
In the room we're all
screens
in
between
together.
each other. We're
I am
recording.
so
It's
this.
very COVID friendly.
It's
I give it a
COVID
4 out of
friendly.
5. No explanation
Alright.
needed.
All right.
So that means for this episode, Princess Bride it wins with 13 out of 15.
Alex, that almost scored
And
better
it-
than Unbreakable. How do you feel about that? I'm the reason Unbreakable didn't get 15
That's
out of
fucking
15.
right.
You're
That's
such a
fucking wild.
motherfucker.
I'm the
Jacob.
reason that happened.
Yeah, I know you are, and I'll hold you to that for the rest of your
That's
days.
so funny. That's
I will
so
be the devil.
Look at you
on your
smiling.
shoulder.
My Unbreakable is not a 15
Smile
out of
while
15.
saying
that.
That's
Look at
fucking
him
I am
smiling. Look at him
evil.
just laughing.
Yeah. I'm the
So
master.
yeah,
of
Princess
I'm
Bride.
evil.
So as a recap, Princess Bride we decided was a 13 out of 15, Excalibur an 11 out of 15, and Conan a 7 out of 15.
Abhorrent.
Which
Why was Excalibur only 11 out of 15?
Yeah, Jacob, huh?
Jacob?
You
Yeah,
little
3 out of
bitch.
5. I stand by it.
Yep. Well, anyway,
Anyway.
I guess
And that was the Three Angry Nights
well-
podcast, the one of one episode.
I don't know what the hell Tess is talking about, but in relation to our next episode, Jacob is now talking. He will tell. He will tell the audience.
Yeah, Jacob's gonna
So
say
next
it.
episode, we
Tell
are
them,
doing
Jacob.
a
Preach.
new releases episode. Like what a callback to the first episode. It'll be similar to that. We don't actually like each individually pick a movie, but we've decided on these 3 films.
Listen up,
Yeah, notable films have come out, and those are
specifically in Australia. All right.
Mighty Supreme dropped in Australia or is dropping in 3 days. As of the time of recording
boom.
this. The second movie is Sentimental Value. It's boom,
Boom.
meant to be good. Let's see. And the third movie is No Other Choice. Boom,
Boom.
meant to be good as well. So we'll find
3
out.
big
Three-
booms.
3 good movies we're going to be talking about
You
next
know-
week.
Oh, well, I know one of them's fucking amazing.
Yeah, Tess has cheated and watched one of them in
Yeah,
advance.
fucking coward.
Oh, which one is it?
Ooh,
You'll never find
know.
out. Ooh,
Patreon,
you gotta
Patreon
find out
will
next
reveal it.
episode.
We'll tell you.
Patreon
And
exclusive.
we'll make the reveal cost like $20. So
We'll play a game. We'll play a game of Mafia one day, but it'll just be the person who's seen the movies
yeah.
already that we're gonna.
That would be
watch.
so funny. Play a game of Mafia.
Could you imagine
on
that?
a podcast? Like no one knows what's happening.
We don't include the camera footage. It's just audio. Like, what the fuck is going on?
That would be so funny. But yeah. So
That would be
that's our
s-
next episode. I guess
Yeah.
that's it. Or
And then
do we want
the episode following
about-
that will be my themed episode, just like this one.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure the one after that will be Alex's. I don't think there'd
Do
be
you wanna-
anything else in between then.
Do you want to? Well, have
Oh,
you revealed?
yeah, I'll reveal it
or
next
you can
episode.
reveal it next episode. Up to you.
My
Okay.
theme.
Yeah.
Next
the end-
episode, Jacob
At the
puts
end of
us
the
through
next
the ringer.
episode, I will reveal
At the end of
my
the next
episode
episode,
theme.
he'll put us
the
through the
horrible
ringer.
movies he's
Oh
gonna
my
make us
God.
watch.
this guy.
Oh
I know.
God, doesn't even like one of
No,
them.
no, that's not one of them. I didn't pick
No,
that
no,
one.
one of
he's-
them.
I've
no,
got,
he's
I've got
picking.
other
He
ones. I
changed it.
it.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
pick
no,
it
it
because it
was
was
good.
shit. I liked it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the if you want to know the movie we're talking about, we'll make a podcast episode
Oh,
on our
God damn
Patreon.
it.
We've got like so many jokes that first it was like in another episode coming in the
Oh,
future, and now it's like if you want to know the answer to these questions that
It
that
adds
we don't
to
even
it.
give a fuck about, you guys can pay money for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can pay money for it. That's
So, yeah.
fucking
Okay,
wild.
so yes, on the next episode, releasing on the 8th of February, we will be talking about the new
Oh,
releases, and then 2 weeks after that, it'll be Jacob's
Which will
genre-specific
release on the
episode.
22nd, and then Alex's is the
Yep.
8th of March.
Yep.
So,
And maybe something will
Wow.
be sprinkled in between, but we don't even know.
well,
so
we have an
know.
episode planned in
We
March.
don't even
I don't know if
know.
you guys remember. I won't reveal it here.
oh my god, we
Yeah.
do too.
So
I
that
forgot
could
about
be
that.
the second
Yeah,
March
yeah.
episode. We do that one.
Yeah. We'll do it like a So for March, we'll do an extra special one for you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, insane!
that
what a
will-
reveal! I can't wait for the
Tess
reveal.
is actually waiting for the reveal.
Tess knows as
Yeah, I
Tess
don't
who came
remember.
up with Tess who I think came
No,
up
I
with
came
this,
up with it. I came
idea.
up with it.
Oh,
And then I also
Tess
have
did,
I
okay.
came up with like the part 2 for September. Does that ring a bell, Tess?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what
He's-
you're talking
this
about
man-
now, but
this
the
man,
audience
yeah.
doesn't, so I'll keep it under
Yeah.
the wraps.
Okay.
It's highly sensitive information. It can't get out.
I guess if you want a little sneak peek as to what we are talking about, go to our Patreon. Of course.
You go to the Patreon or just check
Go to
it
the
out
Patreon.
in our future
It'd be
episodes.
For just $1 a month,
$1
and you can join our Discord.
Nothing will be on there.
Patreon
Get
exclusive
all
Discord.
of the exclusive stickers on the chats.
We each wrote a book with our detailed reviews of every movie we've talked about on this podcast so far, hardcover bound, but only on the $50 Patreon tier.
Good luck editing that.
But yeah, I'm keeping all
Amazing.
of this in, baby.
No, I just coughed.
Yeah,
It's
keep it all
fine.
in, baby.
So,
We're live.
wow.
Oh. Well, because we're now
Yeah, just
talking
keep it
about
in
the
there.
cough, I will leave
Okay.
the cough in.
Leave
Otherwise,
it in.
Yeah, leave the coffee.
because now,
Just to
now we're
shame
talking
you.
like, hello, future editing Alex. Like, I've just talked to myself now.
Who's
This is
this
Oh
Alex?
crazy,
Piece of
bro.
god. That's fucking. I hate watching a YouTube video and some cunt goes, editing motherfucker here. Like, just work on your video better. I don't know.
And it's funny as well because anyway, we're gonna say
Yeah,
goodbye
okay.
now because
Yeah, we did that,
No,
didn't
well-
we? But we
No,
have
anyway,
exclusives.
that's right.
We will see
Anyway.
you guys in 2 weeks' time for our new releases episode.
yes,
This is the 3 Angry Men podcast signing
been-
off.
I've been one third of your host, Alex.
I've been the second third, Jacob.
And I had to ruin the numeracy thing and say I was the 6th of
fucking
6. What?
Because they're equal fractions.
Yeah.
Is that why?
I was 6. I was the 6 over 6 fraction decimal point of the podcast,
Yes.
Taz. And we were the 3 Angry
Thank
Men podcast. Now you can wait. If you wait like 5 more seconds, we'll do another outro.
We thank you all for listening.
No. Well,
Thank you
thank you
This
for
is
for
never
listening.
going to stop.
I'm cutting it now. I'm
Thank you
cutting
for
it
listening.
right now.